Hey guys,
Hey, Mike.
how's it going?
In at the wire.
Wait, now he left. Mike was here. None of us have anything to do with what's going on.
The surrealistic experience.
Yes.
Now he's speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
I'm having some trouble here.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, hopefully this doesn't.
It's rough in the streets.
Substituting for Mike tonight will be this Hall's cough drop.
We'll wait for Mike. Here he is.
Here he comes. Let's see. It's good. It's
You pay your internet bill on time, Mike?
The new year looks good for us here.
Oh my gosh! All right,
Buffering.
Well, yeah,
buffering.
How's it going?
Buffering.
No. Cool. So, yeah, hopefully my my peripherals don't keep dropping out. But how are you guys?
Good. How about you, man?
Good. I was just seeing that Analog Productions repressed the Miles Davis quintet box.
Yes. And
yeah,
everyone who bought all those albums separately.
Now the difference is that if you get any of the craft reissues, you'll get a different catalog number. Where I think Chad's will have the original catalog number and artwork.
Well, I don't know, because he's made changes. Like apparently he did 100 fantasy titles like a bunch of years ago.
Okay.
And all his records were like the 45 versions were crammed into a wide mouth cover.
Yeah. Yes.
But with the 10
he's not going to use the craft.
Oh, we're not talking over each other, Mike. the fantasy reissues he's done, the 10.
Yes.
Because he made that announcement, are new tip-on gatefold jackets where there's no kind of text or liner notes, it's just pictures inside.
Right.
So he's done the same. I don't think they're gatefold, right, for the Miles. They're just tip-on jackets.
I think they're tip-on and they're 33. So the Miles, from what I read, they'll be 33.
Here's the way I'm feeling. And look, I'm expecting the Miles Davis at the Plug Nickel box. But I feel if you get a box, it lowers your mental want to listen to those records by 30%.
All right. Well, here is the box, number of disc.
And these are new remasters by Kevin Gray. He said that in the video.
Oh, he did. Okay, interesting. Yeah, cool. So you'll get all 5 titles, right? So Workin' Steamin', plus the Miles Davis, the new Miles Davis quintet, which is a good one too. So yeah, he's asking for $250, and it's 5 discs, so $50.
I've seen that set, the original set, in stores. I think they were asking for $300 to $500 the times I've seen it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And that's fair.
So yeah, I dropped the link to it. I think it's going to ship it looks like it's coming January 9. So it looks like he's taking pre-orders for a week, and then
you're gonna get, which, here's what I do respect about what Chad's done over the last couple of years. The short announcement to you getting the record.
Yeah, I agree.
That's, I think, a good thing.
Yeah, me too. I feel like you're able to capitalize on kind of the hype and people just wanting to just, get it and not wait 6 months.
Can you go back to the cover of that box?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not big on that.
All right. Well,
I mean, it kind of, look, do you feel this way now, in the last 2 years, where AI has become very prevalent? This kind of looks like an AI picture to me. It does.
Well, this was the original box thing, so.
Oh, really?
That he made.
Yeah, that he made. So this was originally developed. I don't know if he has the first pressing.
Well, then that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Yeah, it's a nice box. I mean, it's the quintet, so every studio album they did together. So it's pretty good.
I just feel like for whatever deal he has with Sony, maybe doing these reissues that he did for them, the campaign that gave him the ability to repress these, feels like he's righting a wrong. Those wide mouth or the bad or the I don't fully understand what a Beyond Board or what is it called jacket is. Is it just a fold up jacket?
I don't know. Never heard
Straight
of that.
to board. What is that called?
Oh,
But I
direct to
feel like
board.
he's made direct to board.
Yeah.
Is the standard kind of jacket we get.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's cool. So that's going to be in stock, $250. And I guess you get a box and an insert with that. So
is that the
I've
same?
always
40,
wanted it.
Is that $40? Does that work out to $40 a record?
$50 a record.
Oh God! Now he's jacked the price up.
Yeah. So there you go. So I put out that Lenny Tristano video, which I was super excited to do. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it, but it basically touched on everything we've been talking about here. And I was able to do it because I felt like I kind of completed the titles that I wanted to get. And I didn't want to basically share my want list ahead of time. So I wanted to collect everything before I did the video. But the last two I picked up were this one was only $15. This is Peter End and Sal Mosca duo. It's a session they recorded at the Den, so it's live, but I mean, it's really well recorded for 1959 live recording, and it's a duo.
What label is that?
This is on Wave. So, have you ever seen this label, Rob? You ever see that?
No. Can you show the label on the record?
Yeah, give me a second. So I'll tell you a little bit about the label, but so that's it's upside down, but
looks like.
But yeah,
that's a 50s label.
This is no. So what this is Peter In, the bass player that played a lot with Tristano. He recorded a bunch of stuff of their concerts and other things in the 50s. So later on in the 60s, he developed this label when he moved back to the United Kingdom, Wave, and he started releasing it. So this is a 59 recording released in 69. So
okay.
But he has about like 10 or so records on the label, and they're all like 50s recordings of like Lee Konitz and Warren Marsh, and I think he has one lead record. He has multiple lead records, one of them being Solo Bass, which I think it's like I don't know, I think it's like, pretty artistic solo bass, and I believe the bass he uses is some really hundreds of years old bass on it. So I think it's a kind of a interesting document as well. So there's some cool stuff on this. So Wave Records.
Here's a question, because I don't know the answer.
Okay.
When is a bass used in jazz performing, a jazz bass? And when did it change? Or is it just a standard bass?
It's a standard double bass, I think. Usually that's like what Ray Brown used.
That whenever historically basses have been played.
Yes. Yeah. So, and someone can correct me.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, you'd be happy to know, and I know you already ordered this, Rob, the Now Jazz Now book. It came in. 100 Essential Free Jazz and Improvisation recordings.
Did it come with autographs? I saw someone post with autographs.
Yeah, it's got an autograph from everybody that was involved making it's numbered. So it's got Byron Coley's autograph, Mats Gustafsson, and Thurston Moore autographs.
Those are their autographs, or is it printed?
That looks pretty legit to me.
So where did you order yours from?
Carbon Records from Rochester, New York.
And, I ordered mine from Forced Exposure.
Yeah, it seems to be a good bit of folks have distribution now on this.
Well, actually, isn't one of those dudes Forced Exposure?
Because maybe Coley.
Yeah, because Thurston Moore released albums on their record label.
He has a label, Static Peace Library or something like that out of the UK. But there is in here they start out with the earliest examples of free jazz. You'll be happy to know, Mike, that in the book there's this one.
Yeah, very cool.
And that's 7-inch. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones you got, right? Pretty rare. From 1954, Classics in Jazz from Lenny Tristano.
Yeah, so I
you did get it with the cover.
Yeah, and I did show this. Well, I didn't show my copy in the video. I actually didn't show any records in the Lenny Tristano video that I owned. I just went through Discogs, which is kind of a better way for me to narrate it. But this did get. I mean, we did cover this, and the material on here has Intuition and Digression, which are the two free group improvised recordings by them. And today, I actually got served up a video on YouTube of Lee Konitz talking about this session much later on, like in the 80s or so. And it was just interesting because he was saying, like, basically they were in the studio and they were like, you know, just hanging out, smoking weed. And and they just came up with this idea. And he even gave the response of like what the engineers were thinking. Which I actually was thinking about, because when you record that type of music in 1949, the Capitol engineers must have been like, what are you guys playing? What are you doing? This is like crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, but he does talk about that a little bit. So,
okay.
But yeah, that's really cool, Dave.
I'm glad I haven't seen that before with the cover. I knew you had it, but.
Yeah.
That's a nice, how did you find one in such good shape? Shit.
I just waited. I got obsessed with I basically had my want list for all these records set probably like 6 months ago. And I've just been constantly, you know, looking when people list them. So I got this from Canada.
Oh, that's right. You did mention there was one coming from Canada.
Yeah.
You have any tariff issues with that?
No, not with this. I never had any issues with Canada. The only thing I got something from France, and they followed up with like a tax, which I just paid. It was like $6. I don't know if I really had to pay it though, because I heard vinyl media.
No. If the seller declares properly when they ship, then it should avoid tariff issues here, is my understanding.
Okay, yeah.
But that book has 100 records in it. I've already looked through, briefly went through them all.
How many do you have?
40 even of the 100.
Oh,
so
wow.
I've got 40 of those 100. Almost all of them I was aware of. There are a few that I wasn't aware of. They've already gone on the want list. I think the most intriguing was there's a cassette from some female improvisers from the UK. It is just cassette only, very rare. I'm just curious to hear that. So there was something like that. One of the earliest examples was a Mary Lou Williams shellac. That's very intriguing. That can't be easy to find.
That's the Mary Lou Williams is the something suite. It's the Zodiac suite.
Yeah, that's early on in this book.
Which earliest
examples.
Okay, so here's the question.
1946.
The one that people can try and get.
Can you show
was that a re-recording?
The LP one?
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's not a re-recording. So you might be confusing the title. So Zodiac Suite was originally on 78. You want to show that, Dave? So that's like the 4 LP box.
1946 release.
I'm sorry. That's like the shellac album, the four shellac album. And then like I think Folkways reissued it in like the 70s, and it's really rare. And it goes for like $100 whenever it comes up. I almost bought it. It was listed for 80, and someone bought it.
Mazzy had one from that Dizzy collection.
Really?
And I think he sold it to Billy.
Oh wow! Okay, well I'm glad Billy had it.
I chose the an Archie Shepp record over that one. I had my choice of which one.
Well, I'm glad Billy had it for a while. I mean, I'm not sure what's all happened to his collection now. But...
Can you show the cover of that book again for people?
Yeah, this is really well done.
Now, they only did a certain number.
Yeah, right? I think 500. No, 1,000.
1,000.
999.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that looks like a pretty cool book.
It seems to be going pretty quick.
I've looked around, and it's shipping and tax. You can get it. It looks like slightly under $50.
Mm-hmm.
Forced Exposure has it for 43 with shipping. It was like $50. So they ship mine. I'm waiting for it. So
yeah, I think
nice.
Notes and Tones left a link. I think he paid like 46 maybe after everything where he got it or something like that.
I'll put a link in.
Thanks.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's excellent. Yeah, really good examples.
Can you just flip through it?
Diverse stuff, and not everything in there I think is great. I mean, there's a few records that I don't have because I'm not going to get them because they're like the Dave Burrell. No thanks. Sometimes it gets too bonkers.
Can you just flip through the book really quick, just so people can see kind of the format?
Well, there's a lot of photos, which is fantastic. So, I mean, every record you're going to get multiple photos.
Okay.
You know, what the record looks like, what the front cover, sometimes the back.
I've never seen that one. That was Albert Eiler.
Yeah, here's some. Yeah, I have that. Here's Giorgio Gaslini from Italy. This is one from 1963, and that's one I have not seen.
Oh, look at that beautiful label. That is so cool.
So this is one I would add to look for. I have one of his records that I actually picked up when I was with you, Mike, at A1.
Yeah. That was what was that? That was a gatefold, wasn't it? Something.
The one I got.
Yeah, can't remember.
No, it was a cheap record with John-Luc Ponty and Gaslini.
Right.
Yeah, okay. But it's really good. You know, you have things like this, Topography of the Lungs.
Oh, yeah, I know that from Joe, Analog Archive.
Yeah, I have that. I have that record. You know, there's just a lot of really interesting pieces in here. Some that, like, I've never heard of this. This would be one I'd be looking for. LaDonna Smith, Davy Williams, Direct Waves from 1980. No idea what that is. I'll be definitely digging into something like that. So this book's already been worth it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's recommended by Thurston Moore and Mats Gustafson, then yeah, I'm going to check it out. They're digging partners. That's what they do. They get together in Europe and go, and when they dig for records, they dig for records. Like, they go through all the 7-inch boxes, you name it.
There's another book, and Amazon has it for literally half price, or not half price, almost half price. It's Sonny Simmons, and I'll put the link in there. They have it for $25.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And I ordered that already. Its release is on the 13th.
Okay.
Who's the author of that?
It's Sonny Simmons with Mark Sholin.
Cool.
Okay.
So I'll put a link to this.
Okay. I'd be interested in that. I've seen a little mini documentary of Sonny Simmons. He played tenor, and he was in San Francisco, or is he like West Coast guy?
I'm not sure about Sonny.
No, so Sonny is from Sonny's from Louisiana.
Yeah, but did he?
Huey, his name, I don't know his full real name, but it's Huey Simmons. He was involved in the New York thing for a bit, in the free jazz whole thing. But there's something. It's like an 45-minute documentary, an hour documentary on YouTube. It's very good.
Yeah, I did see that, and it was super.
But he was homeless for a long period of time. He came back to playing again. The last part of his life, I think the last 20 years of his life, someone could correct me, he got back to playing people, and he seemed happy. He lived a nice long life. A
lot of those guys went through that kind of thing. Charles Gale, he was homeless for quite a while. Giuseppe Logan, people like that.
All right.
Great. I mean, just incredible music from those guys. Incredible.
Dave, for
cool. It was Bay Area in the 90s.
Dave, for books like the one you just showed, where it's like a reference, right? Are there any other books for jazz? Like,
actually, I have them right here. I have one.
I know there's obviously like the Penguin Guide for Jazz. There's
all right. Here's a good one people should get.
Oh yeah, that'd be one I would have shown.
Okay,
this is about ESP-Disk.
Oh, cool. Okay.
This is a good book.
He interviews all the musicians directly, and you get a different
from their
take
words.
from each musician.
Yeah, even Sonny Simmons is in here.
Yeah, I love that you get a different take. You get some people that were on the owner's side, and some that completely were against them. It just depends on who got paid and who didn't, really.
Yeah, I bet.
There's a good section with pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's examples like this record here almost never came out. Local Color from the Peter Lemmer Quintet. He sat on this forever. I mean, the story is in the book, and this is one of the best jazz records I've ever heard in my life. It's a top 5 all timer.
Is that a solo record, or is he with a group?
It's a group. He was a pianist from the UK. This has got Nasir Ahmad Khan on tenor, John Sermon on baritone, bass clarinet, soprano, Tony Reeves bass, and John Heisman on drums. You know, UK. It's a UK group, and for this to be released in New York on ESP-Disk at the time was kind of a different thing. And there's a whole thing about Lemmer in there.
So going back to that original book you showed, Dave, the new one that's about free jazz. Mm-hmm. So in terms of the titles in there, when you were flipping through, would they have things like Don Cherry Brown Rice, or is that not like a free jazz record?
I didn't see that in here. I don't know if I saw any Don Cherry in here really. There was one. The New York record on Blue Note.
Oh, okay. Right.
That's in here because that was one of the kind of the early ones to get out.
The Symphony for Improvisers.
What's that one called? I don't even really like that record too much.
Is it Symphony for Improvisers?
No.
Where's Brooklyn?
That's the one. I don't like that record. I don't know. It don't hit me good. I don't know if it leans avant instead of free to me. It's not cohesive enough for me. I don't know. And it's weird to say something like that about free jazz, but I can't get into that. I have the record. I have the reissue. I'm fine with just that because I that's one, like I was talking about. I can't get into the Dave Burrell that's listed in here either, but
I've been trying to get into Don Cherry.
That Don Cherry is in here.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into Don Cherry more. I like his Blue Note. And the Brown Rice is fine. I don't know. It's fine.
You should here. These are not cheap records.
Yeah,
he had a group. What's the name of the group, Mike? Cadora 3.
Oh,
Cadona 1, 2, and 3. I think those are good. Those are because they're avant-garde. They're not like free jazz.
Okay, I'll check those out.
They're very ECM-ish.
Okay,
those are fantastic records. Good one. Those are
good ones.
Another book that's really good if you can get your hands on is this one right here.
Oh yeah, that is a hard one to get though.
They were giving it out at WFMU a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's where I got it from Evan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
and this is like you can always carry this around. Yeah. It's in Japanese, but it's really good.
Does that got a lot of the Strata stuff listed in there? And
Stratus, Nimba, Tribe, Black Jazz.
See, that's a whole different animal than this.
Yeah.
Whole different animal than this. This has very little of those records in here.
Well, you know what I mean? Seems like Mike, the one that you just showed is focusing on labels. Does it also include independent one-off records?
No, I would say not really.
Yeah.
I mean, the focus is on labels. Then they may have a few from one label, but it's on the focus is labels.
Yeah. So I've looked into that book a while ago, and it was I don't remember how much it was, but it was hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Really? I mean, I guess this is a reprint, I guess.
Oh, but if it's a recent reprint, maybe it's available again.
I got this from Evan for I want to say under 30.
Yeah, Mike, they were cheap.
Can you show it again? So it's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna.
I honestly forgot to go back to that table and grab one when I was there.
Okay, it is in print. Okay, here we go. So it is in print, so you can get this right now. It looks like it's about $60 and it's in stock at Amazon. So there you go.
Cool.
But it's in Japanese.
Yes.
It says it's in Japanese.
It is, yeah.
I don't read Japanese.
It's
Use Google Translate.
What's up, Mike? How's it going?
Okay, it's okay. Got my voice back in the last couple of days.
Oh, what have you been up to?
You and Rob had the same thing.
It's, everybody in the house was like sick. So.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's these really bad cold.
Yeah. I did get some avant-garde records, you can call them.
Oh shit!
Just two. They're kind of old war horses. One of them Rob sent me.
Oh, cool.
And I feel like this is Archie Shepp in Europe.
Oh, cool. Delmark?
Yeah. There we go. So yeah, Archie Shepp in Europe. What this is New York Contemporary 5, Volume 1 on Sonnet, which I forgot. It was like a European pressing, and it was recorded in Europe.
That's in this book.
Yeah. And this is the year after it came out in Europe. Delmark put it out here, so it's way cheaper to get this as a Delmark. The originals of this, they come in like a really nice, like old thick cardboard jacket, like a Folkways style jacket, and the cover is beautiful, and they go for like $500, so or maybe even more, but they're really pretty. They're pretty rare. Anyway, so this is the next year they pressed in the US, so it's nicer. It's a cheaper way to get it, but it's with him and so Archie Shepp, obviously. Don Cherry's on this too, and it's 1962 or 3, so that's like pretty early for this kind of style. It's got like so it's John Chakai, Archie Shepp, Don Cherry, Don Moore, J.C. Moses. The compositions are, they have a Don Cherry. They do a Thelonious Monk composition. They do a song called OC for Ornette Coleman. And then they do an Ornette Coleman, When Will the Blues Leave? And then they do some other stuff that they wrote. But it's really good. I don't know. It's exceptionally good, actually. I mean, highest recommendations. It is free, but it's really well done. So there you go.
I have Mike, another. If anyone's interested, I have another copy of that.
Oh wow! Hey Mike, you guys remember Anders from Sweden? His channel from the VC early VC days. He has an original of that.
Yeah.
I remember him. I'll never forget him showing that. That was one of the first videos I saw of his, and I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I could pull it up here. Are you guys familiar with this one? Have you heard it, Dave?
Yeah, I have some other records of theirs.
Okay.
As well. I don't know how I have them filed though. Maybe just under New York. Let me see if I can find them.
Okay. While you do that, I'll show. So the original here, Volume 1, 1964. Okay, so there's 5 available.
I have this.
Okay, so you can get a near mint copy, assuming this is correct.
Yeah, that's the one he's got
for a couple $100. And it has, let me just show you. This is the original cover. So you can see, I don't know if this comes out, but like the jacket, it's definitely a tip on here. And it's like kind of a matted cardboard on both sides. And then it has the Sonnet label with a small deep groove circle, wide deep groove. And then, you can see kind of here how it's like matted, and it's a glossy slick that's on there. So it's a beautiful package.
Yeah, that's a major piece.
Yeah. So this is the copy I just got from Rob. And it's significantly cheaper and more available. So you can get a copy for $25. But go stream it. It's really good.
Yeah, this is the only one I have of that group is the Fontana. Fantastic, just excellent group. John Chakai, anything John Chakai, I'm all in on. Something about
I have an Archie Shepp that has a cover like that, and it is.
I picked. I have that.
It's those are crazy records. Like they're pretty wild records.
Oh
that
yeah,
have those
like,
covers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to have that entire series, but goddamn, they're hard to find. Even the Japanese reissues. You know what I mean? Like it's just I'll take whatever I can find with those, but
even
only found 3 or 4.
I have the Japanese reissued. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm fine with those. I just would like to have all the different titles.
So Craig, just to answer Craig's question, if you're talking about the New York Contemporary 5, it was in Copenhagen, 1963, and I believe this was towards the end of a tour. So I think the band was pretty tight at this point. So their playing is really good, and we do have someone saying that it's not as crazy as some, which I agree. I mean, it's out.
It's not that crazy.
Yeah, but it's it's definitely the way that they play around with melody is definitely in that Ornette style, so it's really pretty awesome. I've been trying to get more. Oh, so I have one more jazz avant-garde record to show. I got this. I think it was $15. It's a Shape of Jazz to Come mono, and it's just a vintage pressing. I got it. It came in. It's clean. It does have some noise. It does play with a little bit of noise, but for $15, it plays totally fine. I mean, it's a really cool copy to get. So happy to get this. And I don't know. I'm just trying to revisit Ornette. I've tried to get into him. This is probably like my 3rd time really trying to dive in, and I do feel like it is clicking a little more than it ever has before. Not that I didn't like it before, but I just feel like in terms of my attention, I feel like I'm more interested in learning about this now. So,
you don't have a copy of Town Hall, do you?
I do. I have that on ESP. I actually have a lot of Ornette. I picked up a ton of Ornette along the way. But that's the ESP-Disk, right? Town Hall.
Yeah, and it's multiple covers.
But he tried to get a major label to take that, and they wouldn't. I think that's how it
actually there's a story about Blue Note owned the rights to that release.
Yeah,
and they were gonna put it out, and I forget what happened. Maybe it was contractually it didn't happen. Mott's told the story about it in an interview because he's got the actual materials for the Blue Note release of it. I mean that guy's got the most insane stuff you've ever seen. And so he was showing it. I think Jonas's interview of him. I mean he has some other crazy ESP-Disk stuff too. I mean this guy's going after metalwork and stuff. It's a next level of collecting for sure. And he's the one that had a hand in this book. So
right.
I don't know.
And just to show, so yes, it was $15. And this is the mono label. So it's not a first mono. It's like probably like a 3rd pressing mono.
Yeah, but it's like a plum label.
It's plum label. And you can see I mean, as much as you can see through the internet, but it is clean, but it does, when I put the needle on, there is, I just think it's probably just how the vinyl sounds, just not as cool as it is.
I'll say that it was like 3 years ago. Vinyl Me Please did the mono version of that, and it was everyone bought it and loved it. Exactly.
Yeah, I have 3 copies of this record now.
So I've only got the CD.
I have. Here's another one if you can get it. Bernie did in what was it 2010 or 2010. Bernie did a bunch of Atlantic titles, and there's a stereo version. That's the one I have.
I have Speaker's Corner, I have the VMP mono, and then I have this, and they're all good records. So this was recorded. So it's Atlantic recorded 59 at Radio Recorders in Hollywood, which I think Atlantic Studios was in New York or something like that. So I thought that was kind of interesting that it was a West Coast session. And it's Ornette, Don Cherry, Charlie Hayden, and Billy Higgins. And the first track on it is Lonely Woman, which is like, I guess for me, it's probably the song I know of by Ornette Coleman the most. But yeah, I mean, everybody knows this record.
I think my favorite Ornette records are Science Fiction and Friends. Those would probably be the two.
He did the soundtrack to Friends.
Oh yeah.
I haven't explored
that.
So my Ornette really ends. I mean, I have other stuff like we just mentioned, but like the stuff that I really kind of listened to and have enjoyed it ends at Free Jazz, I think in 1961. I think, or maybe it's 63. But it's like it's all the Atlantic stuff basically. So Shape of Jazz to Come, Change of the Century, This Is Our Music. Like those are the ones that I like the most.
Okay, here's one for you, and I have
that
it.
I've heard. Yeah.
The soundtrack that he did to Naked Lunch. What's that label? Dave ran away. It what Waxworks did a reissue of it. Excellent. And Ornette's on there. I think that's really good. If people don't, that's one title that people don't really get.
Is it this one here? Is this it here?
Yeah, but that's the CD.
Okay. All right, hold
It was
on.
a reissue, I think. I want to say 2017 or something like that. It's that label that does all the soundtracks. There it is.
This one here? Okay.
Yeah, 2016.
Oh yeah, Mondo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I highly recommend getting that.
Okay.
It's really they did a great job with that.
I haven't
I'll drop
seen
the
that.
link. So it's 2 vinyl records. And it looks like, it's whatever. I don't know what's available. Lots of compositions. And you have the London Phil. Ornette Coleman's liner notes on this as well.
Yeah.
And then composed, they do a Monk song on here. Anyway, it looks cool.
London Phil doing a Monk song.
Yeah, this could be pretty cool to check out.
Yeah.
No, that's something, people don't talk about what he did there. So I recommend getting that.
Okay. This was what I was talking about. When I say friends and neighbors live at Prince.
Oh, yeah. I have that one.
Yeah, this is top shelf for Ornette performance.
What do you guys think of the Free Jazz title?
What?
The Ornette Coleman Free Jazz.
Oh, with the Jackson Pollock?
Yeah.
I found that record in the Bop Shop basement one time, just sitting loose down there, and pulled it out, and it had a scribble on the front. So I took it upstairs and hoping I'd get it for, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 bucks. And Tom says, yeah, I can't sell you this record. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? He goes, well, it's autographed. And I said, oh, wow, okay. He goes, yeah, I've been meaning to get that from down there and put it on the wall. I'm like, all right. Well, it wasn't signed by Ornette. It was signed by Pollock.
Oh,
what?
Wow.
Yeah.
But that makes it probably
nothing
worth
against
more.
Ornette, but I think a Pollock signature
I'm
is
going to
probably
put
more
4 figures
valuable.
on it. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm not buying that today.
I'll tell you, here's my, again, I'm learning all this stuff, like a lot of people.
Yes.
I believe when someone says free jazz to you and you really haven't heard it, that might be the record you should listen to first.
It could be. I mean, it certainly hits.
I really think that's the record you should listen to first, because that wasn't the free jazz record I listened to first. But then after I listened to it, it was helpful to help me understand free jazz more. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. So the way I look at it, I mean, I need to revisit it, but I obviously respect it for what it is and what they were pushing at the time. I feel like it's kind of if the idea, and I forget, Ornette had like a name for his style that he was developing. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But ultimately, like the result was to be free of melody, harmony, and rhythm to a degree, or at least decouple them from how the hierarchy is used traditionally. So this is, I think, like a culmination and the most I don't know, an expression of that in one of the more pure senses. So I have respect for what they were pushing here, like what they were trying to do. So I'll say that.
Okay. Here's another recommendation of titles people don't talk about. I think he did 3 titles for Artist House.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Those are really good, and they're not. He did. I don't think one's a duet title.
Yeah.
I think those artist house titles of Ornette are good, and they're not horribly expensive.
Yeah,
I think they're like $30 to $50 titles or something.
I feel like Ornette stuff generally isn't that expensive, except the earliest, like the Atlantic stuff, like original clean pressings are valuable. I'm sure the Blue Notes. I mean, the Blue Note stuff isn't even that expensive.
Yeah, that's one of them. Who's on here on that with him?
The Soap Suds.
Yeah,
just him and Charlie Hayden.
Yeah,
this is excellent.
Yeah,
this cheap record. I think I pulled this in Noble for nothing.
Yeah, I think right now people are charging like $30 or more for it.
It was a lot less at Noble.
Okay, we're not going to deep dive Ornette Coleman, but in terms of the stuff that I feel like I'm most comfortable with, it really goes up to, it's like this. So like this is when he starts in 58 to then Free Jazz 1960 comes out in 61, and then all of this I need to explore basically.
Wow.
Well, okay. I mean, if you buy the Blue Note box, which at one time was they made so many of them.
Yeah.
That's except for like the Foxhole, which is fine to me.
Well,
those are good records. Those are good records.
I do have that box, and in that box, I remember I liked there's a live one, at the Golden Circle, Volume 1 and 2. And then I did like the one that he did with Jackie McLean, which is Ornette on, no, what is it? Where is it? Well, anyway, he did one on Blue Note with Jackie McLean.
New York is now is a bonkers record. I can't get into that one.
But I don't really know this material that well. Mike, what do you think of Ornette?
I love Ornette. I mean, there are parts of his discography that I'm more into than others, but it's not one period. It's for me, it's like throughout his career. I mean, some of his later stuff, is excellent. Like some of the stuff he did with Jerry Allen. Yeah, okay. Towards the end.
There's even later stuff with electronics that Alex sent me. That's interesting.
Okay, so just to go back here, sideman work. This is early sideman work with Paul Bley, Charlie Hayden, Jamaluddin Takuma. That looks. What's this? Okay. Yeah, here's Jerry Allen. Eyes in the Back of Your Head. Is this what you were talking about, Mike?
No, she did some Ornette-led sessions that she did. That she played on.
Cool. Yeah, his discography. I mean, here's that Jackie McLean. Oh, I guess it's a Jackie McLean-led record. This is that New and Old Gospel.
Oh, that's a great record.
Yeah, and what's interesting is Ornette plays trumpet on it.
Yeah,
which is pretty interesting.
That's a really good one.
So, Mike, would you say Ornette's a multi-instrumentalist, or do you think he's an alto player first, or what do you think?
I mean, yeah, he's a multi-instrumentalist. Yeah, excuse me, my voice is killing me.
That's all right.
He's a multi-instrumentalist, but my favorite instrument, of course, is alto to hear Ornette on. I mean, he plays the violin also,
Well, I asked because I made this graphic for like the Instagram page, and I put all the last names of tenor sax players, and people in the comments were like, well, what about Ornette? And I was like, well, Ornette's an alto player. And then they were like, well, they have Ornette on tenor. And it's like, yeah, I know they have Ornette on tenor, but I don't think of Ornette as like a tenor to include in like a list of great tenor players. Although I'm sure he's a great tenor player, but I don't know. What do you guys know that Ornette on tenor record? That's an Atlantic one too.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get that.
What's the name of that one?
They put all his Atlantic in a box. I don't think you can get that anymore. But they were
beauty is a rare thing.
They were digital.
So this is it here.
I have that. That's a good record too. I don't find that record too crazy.
Yeah. With Don Cherry again, Jimmy Garrison bass, and Ed Blackwell drums. Jimmy Garrison bass.
I need that.
Yeah, with John Coltrane. That's right. Okay, that's pretty cool. So, does anybody have any records to show?
Yeah,
I've only got a handful, but I'm sure Rob's got a bunch.
I don't have a lot because don't cry, Mike. It's good. I did a video with Mike last week where I showed a lot of the stuff I picked up, so I'm not showing a ton of stuff. So, but some good stuff. I saw this record periodically, and I would kind of steered away from it because it's a big band style done by Benny Golson. But this record's fucking awesome, and I'll tell you why. Because the Gretchen Encore's on it, and I think he's featured pretty well throughout that album. I mean, it's kind of askew Ellington style. Because I have some other Benny Golson orchestra types, but this
Cecil Payne.
Yeah, Cecil Payne, Gretchen Encore, and Benny Bailey. That was I want to get that Benny Bailey record. But this is really, if you see this, it's not an expensive record. I'd say it's worth picking up. Yeah, and I was surprised how much Gretchen Encore is featured on this. Damn. It's really good.
Good to know.
This is another unique one. I found an OG of it. It's a cheap record. It's this Ray Brown jazz cello where he's playing the cello featured it's a big band behind him, but he's kind of bling, 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 plucking this cello, and it's a very enjoyable record.
I think Ray Brown was one of the early introducers of cello into jazz. I'm trying to remember. There's a record that
there's a really good record. I forget. It's a later 70s Ron Carter record where it's him and another guy. Ron Carter's, what's the other instrument? Begins with a P, right?
Oh, I'm not sure. But I was just thinking there's a new jazz with Ron Carter where he introduces cello. Is that what you're talking about?
No. Okay. This is 70s record.
Okay.
All right. So it doesn't say this on here. This is an OJC from 89. I have a stereo, like a blue Trident. It doesn't say it's mono, but I think this is mono. Nowhere it says, I know they have that, but I think this is mono. And this was like one of the first records, I think, that Prestige tried out stereo with.
Oh, okay.
So there's not so many stereo pressings of this.
Okay.
I think there might be two.
I have an old mono.
And I've read comments where people say the stereo doesn't play that great. I listened to this, and I don't think it's a stellar recording, but it's a great record. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, all right. And my quest to acquire all the good Pat Martino records. I saw this once before and I go, oh shit, he's playing with a string orchestra behind him. I think this is just done like a nickname because he plays the guitar. So it's not. It's a good record.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, Joe Farrell. Okay.
And it's like early Joe Farrell. There's some, early Joe Farrell stuff. Okay, I don't have a lot of Willis Jackson. I kind of assumed Willis Jackson was mostly blues saxophone, but this is a really good record with Kenny Burrell and Tommy Flanagan, and Kenny Burrell featured pretty well on this. So this is like a second pressing stereo. This is an outstanding record. If anyone sees this, I say grab this record. This is a Muse title, early Muse title. Kick ass. It's just the four of these guys. It is so good.
Nice.
So, Dave, do you know this record?
Yes.
This is a free jazz record.
Yeah, that's for my pile.
Is it for your pile? I picked it up and looked at it. I know nothing of it.
Yeah, it's Breuker. It's an SAJ distributed by FMP, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. FMP, yeah. SAJ series.
Rob, now how much does that go for? Because those are
$5.
Huh?
It's in my pile.
Oh, really?
$5. Come on now.
No, I didn't pay that much for it. I think this is a more easily, it's a lower priced one.
There you go.
They're all kind of hard
I haven't listened to it yet. Let me listen to it first.
Okay.
I did find a copy of this. I've been looking for it. This is that Left Bank Sumra.
It's great.
Cool.
Okay, and I upgrade copy of this. This is a nice OG stereo.
Oh yeah,
this is a good record.
Yeah.
And then last, this is a funk record. They were playing this in a store I was in, and I said I would like to buy that. The Poets of Rhythm. This is a German funk record from early 90s. They only did this like one album, and it's like James Brownish. It is so fucking good.
Huh.
Hey guys.
And I think this was reissued in 2022.
Very
so
cool.
if you see this, I say grab this. This is such a good record. Do you know this,
Cool.
Fred?
Yeah, I know this. Wait.
Oh, Fred's got a copy.
If he has the OG, it came out like in 93.
He's on it.
I'd say pick this up. It's so good. Yes.
Yeah, don't you love that when you go into a shop and they're playing something killer and they actually have it to sell you?
And they give you a dirty look where you say I want to buy it. So it was at Safari, and I was said to Alex, I want to buy that, and he goes, have you ever gone into a store where they won't sell you the record? And I go, there's one here in LA. They go, that's the store copy.
They actually did another album, Poets of Rhythm. Am I mirrored or am I okay?
No, you're good.
You're good.
That's a great cover. Wow.
Yeah, they did this album, The Poets of Rhythm. I think this is the second album, Discern Define.
Which is better in your opinion?
The first one is more original, like really James Brown kind of stuff, because here they have I think one or two records that are with a rapper with the lyrics born, which is a very good rapper.
Yeah.
But this is also great. I leveled them at this. I put them at the same level. This is really cool. This
nice and funky, right?
2001. This one.
So,
it sounds like it was recorded in the 60s. The one
it does, yeah. They did another album, I think, as Syrup, SYRUP, which is equally good. It's just the same project with the same guys. So
wasn't lyrics born from that whole Quantum Spectrum group?
Yeah, with DJ Shadow and Black Delicious and all those guys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all that stuff is killer.
Yeah, they did some great stuff back then. Hey, Happy New Year from Belgium.
Hell yeah, man.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
I just wanted to come on quickly, if I may, because as you know, there's the time difference. It's already late here. But you were talking about books at the beginning of the stream. There is volume 2. I don't have it yet. Of this book is coming out.
Oh,
Freedom, Rhythm, and Sound. So this is released by Soul Jazz Records Publishing, which is a label from London. You may know from their compilations and their reissues. Mm-hmm. And this is Gilles Peterson, the well-known DJ and label manager and festival organizer, who did this book. And it's more if you're interested in graphic design of record sleeves, and it has small biographies of artists and labels. But this volume 1 is really cool. I'm really going to get the second volume, which is coming out, or which is out now. So this has a lot of label art.
The book company is frozen his internet.
Oh, am I frozen?
You're good.
Okay. So this has a lot of records you guys may know, but that I have never seen. It has small biographies of artists and labels. So this is really cool. And the second volume is out now. This is a very cool. It's more like a coffee table book because it's about graphic design and photography. But
Fred, they use this album's cover on the front.
Yeah, exactly.
New Life Trio.
New Life Trio. Yeah.
Now, if you don't have a coffee table, can you still buy the book?
You can put it in your bathroom and read it while you take, I don't know.
Number 2s?
Fred, can you tell us about Gilles Peterson? I feel like you've mentioned him on the live stream before.
Yeah.
He is, he started out as a DJ he played a lot of like what so-called rare groove records in the 1980s, and which were like basically jazz funk and Latin jazz records that he played as a DJ. And then he started the label Talking Loud, which really began the whole acid jazz movement, where jazz and funk were combined with music from the clubs like hip hop and house, and created this whole thing with Jamiroquai and other bands like Galliano. And now he runs the worldwide website, which is Worldwide FM, I think, with great radio shows on jazz. He does the We Out Here Fest, where you can see like the biggest names in jazz with the newest names in electronic music and stuff like that. And he runs the Brownswood recordings label that released, amongst others, that compilation, which is great. And so it's a great label, and he's, in my eyes, he's like the John P. If you know John Peel, the DJ who started or kind of ignited the punk movement in England with his radio show on the BBC. To me, Gilles Peterson is doing that, or has been doing that, with jazz, because he really did some great compilations on British jazz, on American soul and funk. And he's still, the festival We Out Here that he organizes, I really want to go, because every time he brings the biggest names to England to perform with these younger UK jazz bands. And he's I should do a video on the compilations that he did, because I have like 20 of his compilations, and I learned so much from what he's presenting in his radio shows and through his label, the artists that he does as well.
Yeah, he's kind of carrying the torch for Peel, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he does in a way. And he's been, so this is the second volume indeed that's coming out. That is out now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this might be their new website. I'm going to drop a link to it, so if people want to check it out, they can. But they
put out so much good stuff. The reggae stuff they do.
Going to do this with this one, but they released a compilation CD as well.
Oh, so cool.
Are they repressing the book?
The first one, I don't think so, no. But the second one is out now.
The book is on Amazon for $45.
Really? That's it?
Okay.
45?
Yeah.
That's a good price.
And Target has it for 46, and there's some other places you can get it for that, but I'd like to find the first one.
How many songs are on the CD?
It was 2 CDs or 4 LPs. So at the time I chose to buy the CD, it has 23 tracks. This is a track listing.
Cool.
So you have Oliver Lake.
Here's one thing I want to find out. How does that dude get the rights to press that music because he was pressing Muse titles way before like Zev's reissues?
Because he has a reputation. He made compilations for Blue Note in the 1980s with rare groove stuff and even free jazz and Latin jazz, and he did loads of compilations because of his reputation as a DJ for Blue Note. Even I think he may have been involved in these blue breakbeats compilations from the early 90s, but I'm not sure about that. But anyway, and soul jazz has an incredible reputation for compilations and reissues. So that's how they get all these titles. And a couple of years after that, I don't think the book is equally as good. I prefer Freedom, Rhythm and Sounds, but they released this one as well. This is I'm not going to show this upside down. Yeah. Black Fire, New Spirits, Images of Revolutionary and Radical Jazz in the USA. Though this is more of a photo book.
Oh, cool.
With photography and very, very small biographies, but it's more photo photography. You know, it has some great photographs in there from, all the names in jazz. Some of the names that are in there, of course, when you talk about revolutionary jazz. So, and they also did a compilation for this one, which is a triple album. It's from 2000. I don't know. It's not mentioned on here. It was later. I think it was just before the pandemic, I think.
Oh, no kidding.
This is a track listing.
Where was that released? Overseas?
Yeah, in the UK, it's also from Soul Jazz.
Soul Jazz. Okay, Soul Jazz did it. Okay, in the UK.
So this is the track listing on the album. Some favorites in there. Archie Shepp. Yeah, they do some great. Soul Jazz gets some great licensing for tracks and for compilations. So, yeah.
The Gretchen Moncourt track on that. What's the name of that song?
Angela's Angel. Gretchen
Angel.
Moncourt III and the Jazz Composers Orchestra. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on this.
Oh, yeah.
Prayer.
Cool.
Yeah. I thought I recognized that.
I picked that up when I was back in DC.
Did you? This one? Oh, yeah, you showed a picture. That's right.
Yeah, I have 2 copies of it.
So I don't know how it goes in the USA, but I learned so much from compilations from influential DJs like Gilles Peterson, and from there I go and check out albums and check out artwork and stuff like that. So I really learned a lot from him, to be honest, you know. That's and great. From his radio show, which was licensed across Europe. Yeah. So just because you were showing books at the beginning, I thought, I have to show this is a new book coming out for people. It's more like, you know, the other books like Revolutionary Jazz, like the ones you showed, are more in depth and more information. This is more for the graphic design of the art and the artwork of the sleeves. So
yeah, there's that Byrd Lancaster.
Yeah, these are pretty. So this is on Philly Jazz. This Byrd. The Sunny's Time Now is on Jihad.
Yeah.
This Air song, this is Indian Navigation, I think.
Yeah, that was in the bins at Record Archive, the Air record. And the Bop Shop had a copy of the Byrd, and Brandon picked it up when we were there.
Nice. Well, which but this is the first chapter or the second
this
one?
This is, hold on, let's see.
The new second one, yeah.
But where does it say it's the second one?
Oh, no, this is the first one. Oh, it's still
no, there's a 2. There's a 2 on the spine. There's a 2 on the spine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So this might be 2.
But it says chapter 2 on the cover.
If you scroll up, maybe, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's see.
That'd be great, man.
So these are what's in stock here. I don't know. You might have to do some digging for it, folks. But
for what?
Like
that first one?
Pretty cool one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there's another book. Here's another book he did.
I had that one as well. It's with all Cuban record covers. It's
really
well. Yeah.
Ooh.
All Cuban.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Cuban records are hard to get, man. I've only ever gotten one record from Cuba, and I was like nervous I was gonna get scammed, but they sent it to me. See if I can find it.
Now you're on a list, Dave.
What's that?
You're on a list now.
Right here. If you ever see anything from this band, this Grupo de Experimentación Sonora, holy shit! Look at this cover. This is some badass stuff right here. Cuban music.
You just supported the rebels by buying that record, Dave.
I did, man. I'm the guerrilla movement. The guerrillas. That's some good shit right there. That's the only thing I've ever got. It's on they sent me a 7-inch though with this for free on some other Cuban label. It's good stuff, but yeah, kind of dicey to order from Cuba on the Discogs.
There's some great Cuban jazz, and speaking of Gilles Peterson, he also did many projects with current Cuban artists that he got in touch with British producers to work together and have a real crossover thing. So that's going on as well. So so I just wanted to show the book and to you guys, and it's too late for the Christmas tree, you know, but if anyone has a birthday coming up and wants to treat himself to a book, that's a tip for me then. Okay.
Yeah, that looks awesome, man.
Thanks for showing that. That was very cool.
Yeah.
I have an ECM book that has all cover art in it.
Really?
Yeah, I can go get. I'll be right back. I'll go.
I don't think I've seen that. That's how many ECM titles are there that would be in that book? It's got to be a lot.
Oh, excuse me.
I think.
Silence is golden.
It's like
Where did Mike go?
SMU's trying to reach the ball over the goal line up here.
That game last night was good. All the games yesterday were good.
Oh,
Not the Alabama game.
Oh yeah, Tide got rolled.
That was an ass whooping.
Man, that Indiana coach is no joke.
Before Mike gets mad, my favorite thing to do is all day is go on social media, like TikTok, and see all the people that were predicting like Alabama to win. Is hysterical. It's hysterical.
Yeah, that was just for.
That was a thorough beatdown.
All right, this is the ECM book. I bought this a while ago.
Yeah, I've not seen this.
Sleeves of Desire.
No shit.
And it just has basically everything ECM. So
where'd you find that?
I can't even remember on. Oh, here's the receipt. I'll tell you exactly. It was on anybook.biz.
Huh.
Oh, and I guess I imported it from the UK.
Okay.
Surprised I did that, but okay. Yeah, I think this is an old library copy from somewhere in the UK, I guess.
Does it have the checkout history on in the back?
It might. Hold on.
On the inside, yeah.
Oh yeah, here, look. They ripped off the checkout history, but they do have Bucks New University Library, Queen Alexandra Road, High Wycombe, High Wycombe, the UK.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's cool.
So anyway, if anybody's familiar with this,
gives it some
Bucks
history.
New University copy.
Okay.
And then of course I have this too.
Yeah.
Oh, OJC's.
Yeah.
When was that released?
It wasn't released. Actually, record stores gave it away for free back when.
As a guide.
Back when the OJCs, and if you were a friend of Mazzy, when he had like 10 copies of that. He gave
no shit.
Yeah. I might have an extra one laying around. I'll let you know, Dave.
Is that something like Mazzy had when he was working at the record store?
But to by Fred's definition, it might have my George Costanza bathroom hands all over it.
The Summer of George.
I mean, if you're getting into like the old Prestige and Riversides, I mean, it is a pretty good book.
It is a good book. I can't believe they gave it away for free.
Yeah.
Just a lot of good albums in there. But yeah, I got the ECM book because I needed inspiration for thumbnails for the live streams, and I don't really do ECMs. I guess I could do a few. I'm trying to think. There's a John.
I mean, they're not.
one.
They're very what do you call it? Those posters that you buy to inspire yourself.
Yeah, like
the ECM covers are not like our graphic designy.
I think there's a
clouds on this one, but this is probably one of the best ones. This is Colin Walcott. Cloud Dance. Cloud Dance with Jack DeJohnette, who recently passed.
Yeah, but that's very like inspirational poster. It's like sometime clouds will come and blah blah blah.
That's fair. Yeah. They do have these Chick Corea ones. What do you guys think of this one? Is this another inspirational poster one?
Don't let the soar above the water.
You know what I think of when I at ECM in particular? Rod McEwen poetry. You know those Rod McEwen books and poetry or whatever. That's what I think of when I see that Chick Corea post. Album.
They do have some cool jacket art though.
I owned that album once, and it got sold really quick.
These are kind of cool. This is
I think the best one is the Benny Maupin Jewel whatever record.
Yeah, that's
a good cover.
That's really good record all the way around.
Yeah.
It was recently reissued too, wasn't it? This past year.
Hey, don't you forget this. Rob is always right.
I was watching something recently, and they were saying that the Blue Note BNLA, with the rainbow cover design, what are those called?
The CT? The postcard design?
The LT.
Oh,
but the LT cover design was actually inspired from the ECM style. They were trying to
see that because of the box
or something like that.
Yeah.
I was watching something and somebody mentioned that.
I could see that.
Yeah, it just didn't work.
Those covers were inspired by an insurance seminar in 1976.
What the hell was I watching that they were talking about that? The producer was saying just like they were just happy they were able to do it in the first place, so they weren't going to argue about the jacket design. Anyway, so Fred, what
night here? Well, this is actually the middle of the night, so I'm gonna go to bed. See you guys.
Thanks for checking in.
No problem. Bye.
Great recommendation.
Mike, can you talk about maybe some of your favorite 2025 titles?
Oh God. Yeah. Oh, but I want to do one thing quickly. I just want to show some stuff. One of my actually two artists that are my favorite for 2025 are Mary Halverson and Tomas Fujiwara. And they use Tomas Fujiwara's record is Dream Up, and it's an all percussion ensemble. It's it has reminds you of M Boom, but it's like next level. Has Patricia Brennan on vibes, and Patricia Brennan can do no wrong. Anything she's on now, I just buy. I mean, I saw her about a month ago with a trio. It was a trio of a drummer, Dan Weiss, who had one of my favorite albums from this year also, and a violinist. And it was crazy. Yeah, it was so freaking good. It was one of the best shows I saw this year.
What was the venue? Do you remember, Mike?
It was at the New School. It was maybe like $20 to get in. They had this thing called a glass box. People like walking by on the street can actually see the performers playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really a cool.
Damn, that sounds.
She did a residency there. They do residency there for almost a week. She played.
So this is put out on CD or
vinyl? Yeah, Patricia Brennan is only on CD.
This one here, Dream Up, is CD also, only 500. And then it looks like it's a quartet, all percussion here, obviously. So you have Thomas Fujiwara drums, and he writes the compositions. Tim Kuiper. It looks like he's playing. I'm unfamiliar.
Those the first two instruments are really freaking beautiful. That guy plays. Yeah, I mean it is amazing.
Then there's Koru. Is this that Japanese player?
I'm assuming he's Japanese, but I should not assume. Maybe.
Let me double check this. His last name. I think I've come across his work before. I'm not sure if this is him. Anyway, let me see here. I think I'm thinking of somebody different.
Are you thinking of Kuro Abe?
No, I think he's much older. Much older. I think he shares the last. I can't remember his first name.
Talking about Sadio Watanabe.
And then Patricia Brennan vibraphone. And this was recorded in Brooklyn, 2023. So, okay, cool.
So they used to record for this label called Firehouse 12, right? And Myra Melford used to also record for them. And another guy, cornet player, Taylor, I'm gonna mix up his name. But he used to also record for them. So Firehouse 12 is closing down. And like in early December, Patricia Brennan and Thomas Fujiwara and the other guy put something on Bandcamp saying, the guy's closing down Firehouse 12, all our albums that he has there, we're basically buying the remaining stock and selling them. And for a few days they did I think it was 30% off. Roberto will correct me because I know Roberto also bought some. So I went and bought some earlier Mary Halverson and Tomas Fujiwara. And just some background on Tomas Fujiwara, if any of you guys are familiar with the show, I think he was also a student of Alan Dawson, the drummer, Dawson.
Yeah.
And if you guys remember the show that used to be off Broadway called Stomp.
Yeah.
He
saw Stomp once.
He was in the original, group for that show.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So basically I ordered a bunch of stuff. I ordered this Tomas Fujiwara with his triple quartet, which is him on drums and vibraphone, Gerald Cleaver on drums, Mary Halverson on guitar, Brandon Seabrook on drums, Ralph Alessi on trumpet, and Taylor Ho Bynum on cornet. And then this is another Tomas Fujiwara that I ordered, and it's the same triple double quartet. And then the rest of it I ordered was like some Mary Halverson, and these are all, I think, all of them are like gatefolds. And this is her, what is it, the septet. And this is the Code Girl, and this one has Tomas Fujiwara. They play together a lot, and Adam O'Farrell, who also had one of my favorite recordings from this year. And which one is this one? This is her quintet, and
I listened to that recently.
Yeah, and this has a great drummer on it, Chess Smith, who's in Mary Halverson's new group that I'm going to check out at Big Ears.
There was a point in it where it sounded like she was like shredding like a rock guitar player on it.
She does that on some of her recordings.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and this one also, this is the last one, the octet. What I like about this one, it has the guy Jonathan Finlayson on trumpet. But it also has Susan Alcorn, who's a pedal steel guitar player.
Oh, cool.
She's passed away, but she's been like very influential. So, and I picked up all these. I think they were like 30% off. But
there was a pedal steel player that was with Brotzman, a lot younger than him. I forget her name. They did some records together.
Yeah, and there's one. I just want to show one because someone asked me about it in the chat. This Thomas Morgan. So let me grab that right quick.
Yeah,
I picked up 2 of her albums on that non-such sale.
The
one that people are saying is like one of the best of last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's gotten a lot of praise all over the map, even from like Bill at the Vinylverse. He's into prog, but he's digging the Halverson stuff too.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in shops around here. That one, for some reason. Maybe
I'm looking at what Mike posted with that 30% off sale. Did he say it's over?
Yeah,
it's over.
But all those records should still be available, are they not? They all sold out?
Still available.
Just not on sale anymore.
It's not the 577 records. You're saying they're the ones who bought up that stock of all that?
No, not that one. It's I think it's like SG something. If you just type Mary Halverson on Bandcamp, you'll probably it'll probably come up.
So this, just quickly, this is the her title that came out in 2025 that's been getting a lot of praise. I just wanted to point this out if people are interested in listening to it. And also, they're not shipping outside the US, but the vinyl is, if you're in the US, just $21, which is the cheapest I feel like I've ever I see.
No, when they had that non-such sale, everything was like 40% off.
Yeah, but this looks like a pretty affordable price. So I'll drop this for
that record is awesome. It really is a good record.
Really great artwork.
Roberto put it's SG3 is the
record company.
Yeah, that it's under now.
Thanks, Roberto.
All right, so this is, and I'm gonna sort of mess this up and explaining it when I turn my camera on. This is Thomas Morgan. He's a bass player. plays with Bill Frisell. He plays with, he's playing with Fred Hirsch coming up at the Vanguard. He's like a first call bassist. So this is on Jakob Bro's Loveland label. And this is the Loveland Records is like one of the best labels that come up in the last few years. But this is all a series of duets with all of these guys. Ambrose Akinmusire, Bill Frisell, Craig Taburn, Henry Threadgill, Dan Weiss, and the whole concept behind this is just really amazing because he's a bass player, but he's also like a code guy. So what he did was he created basically this program that's, let me just find what he says in all the liner notes. It's called The Woods, and it basically sort of copies like a number of African instruments, and he uses like the algorithm to duet and to do a duet with all these players. And he opens it up with he's doing a duet. It's him and the Woods program doing a duet. And what's so good about it is that it just sounds like really organic. It doesn't sound gimmicky or anything like that. It doesn't sound like, some computer guy doing some stuff like, trying to make music. It just sounds so organic. And it's just an amazing album. I mean, it came out like late. If it didn't come out like late November, I think it would have been on a number of people's album of the year. That's how good this is.
Yeah, but they're selling it in DKK. What the hell is that?
It's what is it? Denmark, Scandinavia. But I ordered mine directly from Loveland, and they ship pretty quickly, no problem. It's well packed. No issue.
You didn't have to pay any fees or anything?
Nope.
Also, just want to do a quick shout out. This is Mike's Notes and Tones Instagram, and you recently posted a few pictures of your top records for this year. So if people are interested, go follow Mike and check out his stuff because this is a great resource for me. After you posted this, I made new playlists of what I'm going to stream over January. So thank you for putting this together. It's pretty great and pretty comprehensive, it looks like. And you have the Blue Note stuff, you have this is just a digital piece here, so it's not just records. It's basically just
it's
all music.
That
Society,
that Linda May Ohan with Tayshaun Sorry and Ambrose, me and Roberto we saw them perform live at the Vanguard.
Yeah,
sweet.
And it was cool. It was cool. What was really cool about the performance was we got there, it's time to start, and Tayshaun and Ambrose start playing because Linda's not there. And she just got caught up in in New York City subway delays. And then she comes in while they're playing the first song, and it was freaking it was amazing. It was an excellent performance. I saw a lot of great shows with Roberto this year. There's another album on there, the Miguel Zenon live at the Vanguard.
Where's that one?
Yeah, this one right here. That's my signed copy of
this here. Okay.
Yeah. And it was a lot of things that was cool about the excellent performance, and that the drummer is Henry Cole. And after the show, Roberto approaches and talks to him. Roberto's talking to him and Miguel Zenon. And, he's talking in Spanish and everything. It was so cool. And but what was really cool about that night was, we go back towards the bar of the Vanguard after the show, and the guy Henry Cole is there, but and this is when you can tell like it's an event at a jazz club when other musicians show up. It was Jonathan Blake, who's the drummer for Kenny Barron, has his own album. They just released one of his albums as a tone poet, an album that was just recorded a few years ago. They released as a tone poet. And Dan Weiss, who's also on my list of one of my favorites from last year. They were there that night to check out Henry Cole, you know, and like lend support. And Dan Weiss had a show that week at the New School. He had done a residency there. And so, you know, he shows up to support. And it was like cool. I wish I had gotten the photograph. It was like three top drummers, at the Vanguard.
Well, yeah, I've always noticed that drummers, they like to go up front shows and watch other drummers. Yeah, I've seen that in rock, in heavy music over the years. They like to learn as many styles as they can. It's something they always do.
I want to show one more thing. This year, Billy Hart actually released 2 recordings. The other one was on ECM. That's only on CD. I couldn't find my CD. It's basically with the same group. And this one is on Smoke Sessions. This is actually recorded live at Smoke. And it's with Mark Turner, Ethan Iverson, and Ben Street. And this is a long-standing quartet. We saw these guys, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At the Vanguard.
Yep.
But this is such an excellent. I don't know which one. I can't say which one is better. They're both really excellent. But on this, they do a version of Giant Steps. And what's so good about it? It's just a totally different version of Giant Steps.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's not because sometimes, I'm a little jaded when you hear Giant Steps,
Yeah.
But this one is totally freaking different. I mean, Mark Turner is phenomenal. The whole group is phenomenal, but it's just a different approach,
I pulled up the website here. I dropped the link if anybody wants to go check it out, and you can stream it, so it is available for streaming.
Yeah.
So
and the only thing with the vinyl, with the CD, you get one more cut. You get that last cut, which is not vinyl. Vinyl only has 4 cuts.
Okay. The so this label it's the Smoke Jazz Club label?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Smoke Sessions Records. Cool.
And is this session up on their YouTube channel? Did they broadcast it?
I'm not sure. They might have.
So just soundboard recordings?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a really excellent recording.
Fantastic.
Sounds really good.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not a lot of audience noise, so you have to. You'll hear like the clapping, and then like, so this was a live session.
Did Billy Harper's group come through there?
They played at that club.
Yeah, I saw a live feed of that through Billy Harper's Facebook. I think at that club.
Mike, do you have all of these?
I do not. I have to get some. I'm gonna get the Eric Alexander, and I'm gonna get the Al Foster. I have the Eric Scott.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I saw the Billy Harper and the Al Foster at Amoeba. They had those there.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Would this be one of his last recordings, Al Foster?
Yeah, I believe. I think it might have been. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
He's looking good.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've never been to Smoke.
I mean, I don't go as much as I used to because after the pandemic they did a remodel and an expansion of the club.
Okay.
And at the old Smoke, you could sometimes like sit at the bar and watch the show.
Yeah.
Now you can't. You can sit at the bar, but you can't see the show from there.
Okay. That's no good.
and then it's a pain in the ass, like, you know, like getting like, you know, it's a place where, you know, you're gonna have to go there and you're gonna have to, you know, sit and order like dinner. And, you know, I hate to be this way, but I don't hate to be this way, but the food is okay. But I'm not, you know, you're asking a little bit too much. You know, I'm paying for the music and I'm paying the prices for the food. It's a little bit too much for the quality of the meal.
So Smoke opened in 1999. I guess this is the original. And then the inaugural performance was by George Coleman, and that featured Harold Mayburn. Mm-hmm. So these became frequent performers at the club. Mike, did you ever see Mayburn there?
Saw Mayburn there, saw Coleman there, and, you know, Eric Alexander and those guys, Eric Alexander, Mike Ladone, Dave Hazeltine, all these guys, Vincent Herring, they would play there a lot. And
very cool.
And you know, that was like when I would just, you know, when I would go there, and
I guess it was
just like walk and sit at the bar.
I guess I wouldn't know what to do if I lived in New York, man. There's just too many options.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be out at one of these clubs all the time. I mean, all we have here in Charlotte is Petra's. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to go back to Mike's Instagram. I did drop a link to this if anybody wants to follow him and just look at the comments. So we have Alex Diamond Marimba commenting, James Brandon Lewis commenting. That's pretty sweet. Then you have some familiar faces here as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I know
WCB.
Patricia Brennan's in
there. Rev Rock and Rollin'. This post gave me the best kind of homework. I agree. I did the same thing. I looked at this and I just immediately set up my streaming with everything that was available, which was
there you go.
Yeah.
Although I didn't know what this was. There were a couple titles on here. I wasn't sure.
I mean, that's Patricia Brennan's latest, which is with a string quartet.
Okay.
And it's really excellent.
Okay. Oh yeah,
this one right here. Yeah,
Patricia Brennan, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And cool. This one right here, that other one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me go back. Sorry.
Yeah, you got some good followers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This one right here in the middle, Under the Strange Heavens.
This one here?
Yeah, that's Kalia Vanderveer. Probably. She's a trombonist, and I guess you could say probably her, you know, paying gig is, she's in the touring band of Harry Styles.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Yeah. But Mary Halverson plays on that also. And
cool.
It is really great. It is excellent.
Yeah. So she's a hardworking lady, Mary Halverson. I mean, she's on a lot of different stuff. Kind of like Anna Butters right now. They both kind of show up all over the place.
And that pivot is also that is so freaking good.
Oh, I streamed this. I checked this one out. Yeah. So what did you think? So for 2025, do you think it was a good year, great year?
It was excellent. I mean, there were just so many. Some other recordings that I just, you know, I didn't even include in there because I was like, it's just like too much stuff, you know.
I don't know how you guys keep up with all the new stuff, man. It's pretty impressive.
I mean, I don't know how much news. If I didn't subscribe to the Tone Poet stuff, the new music purchases would have probably outnumbered the reissues I bought by 3-1.
Yeah,
nice.
It was just so much stuff.
So which ones? So you obviously got the Village Vanguard signed. This Chris Cheek, it looks like he signed that here. Did you see?
Yeah, because that's the One Step, and and I love that album because Chris Cheek is a guy from the 90s, you know, that I remember when, you know, I have all of his stuff on Fresh Sounds, and he's just, I think he's an amazing player. He just, he doesn't get the credit that the recognition that he deserves. But I love that album. And the one next to it, that's Amina Claudine Myers. You want to buy a solo piano recording? Pick that up.
How do you do you know how to spell her name?
Amina, Amina, Claudine, Claudin.
I got it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's one of the OGs from the AACM.
Oh, right. Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah. And this is on. She's
an OG. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. This is on what is it? Red Hook Records.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good label.
Yeah.
All right.
And the guy that I guess recorded it, the producer, I guess, was sort of involved with was involved with ECM.
Okay.
This, I mean, it doesn't have an ECM sound. But it is the best solo piano recording that I've heard in years. Not only in terms of playing, but in terms of sound. I mean,
what style is she playing?
It's she's got some gospel, some if you don't have to be afraid of the avant-garde to listen to this album.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. She's gospel, little hints of classical. She does some traditional hymns in there. And she does some stuff that she's recorded before, like Song for Mother E. African Blues is really, really good. And she played on one cut, she plays the organ.
Yeah, it says here that so it was recorded at Sear Sound, New York, October 27, 2023. However, there's a home organ recording, which was done, I guess, in February 2024. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And the guy the engineer, the guy Chris Allen.
Yep.
That guy, I noticed on a lot of the recordings from this year, he's the engineer. So he's doing like really good work.
Okay.
He's doing really good work.
And then I guess this is her full discography here. Is that right?
Yeah. And this is
Red Hook. Red Hook.
I picked up at Ergot an earlier recording of hers. This it's a solo recording where she does Marion Brown's music.
How about this one? Did I see this on your list?
No, Felipes showed that last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought that one. That's a good record.
Andrew Sturrill, Bill Frisell, and what does Kit Downs play? Is that she bass player? Or
I think is that organ? I'm not.
Mike, is it me or did I think Ergot was going to be a much bigger shop than it is?
Are you asking me?
It is tiny in there, man.
This is New York City. Space is at a premium,
Man, I had that's where I got dropped off when I got off the plane. And then Mike met me there, and I was cramped in there, man, because I had a backpack on and a jacket. I felt so bad about being in there with all that shit.
Yeah. I've been there 2 or 3 times, and their wall is usually pretty. They usually have some pretty decent stuff on the wall.
I mean, I picked up a lot of good stuff from them. I picked up the Amina Claudine Myers, the Marion Brown stuff that I guess was from the 70s, and I picked up these two Dyani recordings that were fabulous. Yeah.
Which ones? Which ones? Do you remember?
I can grab them. Let me see. Okay. I still have them out.
Yeah. So I've been listening to more contemporary stuff, but still listening to some old stuff too. But I've been listening to VJ Iyer a lot, his earlier stuff, and I do like him. I think he has one.
Passed your sniff test.
Well, I don't know. He's just a good player. So
I picked up one of his double ECM records. I think he's like 10 years old, and I like that.
Yeah. But I've been listening to a good amount of his stuff. We got Dave back. Hey, Dave.
Sorry, the phone died.
It's all right. All right. Well, while Mike's doing that, I could show a record.
Yeah, and then I have a few.
All right. So I'm just gonna show this, and I feel like Mike's back.
Oh, all right. Here's the Amina Claudine Myers one that I got. And it's called Poems for Piano: The Piano Music of Marion Brown.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And I got this is all at Ergot.
That's cool.
And then these are the Johnny stuff that the group is called.
Yeah, man, the detail records.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are hard to find, dude.
Yeah.
Great pickups.
Yeah. And they're excellent. And the guy, I still don't think he's posted most of the. He probably still has some more stuff from the free jazz collection that he got.
Hey, did you go through that box of CDs? Did you see all the stuff in there?
No, I didn't. I did not.
All free jazz and weirdness, man. It's great. I could have bought that whole box of CDs. I mean, there was a lot. There was the Gene Lee on CD. They had this one. I almost bought the CD even though I don't need it. They had this. It's not easy to find on CD. I mean, they had a lot of good stuff when I was in there. I was impressed. For such a small shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Those are hard records to find here.
And he had a lot of Johnny Dyani stuff too.
All usually good too. Mike's muted.
Sorry.
There you go.
I don't know what came through or not, but I was just saying this is a pretty difficult record to get.
Yeah.
And the only Dyani I have lead stuff is his Steeplechase. I have two of his Steeplechase.
Yeah.
One is Song for Biko with the black cover, and then the other one is the Angolian something. I forgot the full title. But
I have that one, the Witch Doctor's Son on Steeplechase, because there's two different ones. But I think they repressed that.
Yeah, they
you
did.
Could probably get it.
And they had an original at Ergot of that and another title. I mean,
I have a 2 LP live album called The Witch Doctor's Son. That one's really good too. That's hard to get.
All right, Mike. Here's the one I have. Did they have that? I think
they had this one too. They had that one, and it was when I went back, it was gone.
Oh,
no, I didn't have a chance.
See this one, the Freud Gerstad guy on this.
Yeah,
he's good. He plays the saxophones. I came to this record because of John Stevens. I got on a John Stevens kick. And this one, I think I got, this came from Carolina Soul from Elvin Jones's wife's collection. And so it's signed from John to both Kiko and Elvin on the back.
What?
So this had belonged to Elvin Jones, this record, and his wife.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's the only piece I was able to get from that collection because they were selling his clothes.
Yeah,
they had Elvin Jones clothes. They had his drumsticks. They had drum heads. They had all kinds of stuff in that auction other than records on Carolina Soul.
Yeah,
and it was maybe a year ago or so. And I had to at least get one, kind of like the Chick Corea collection recently. I had to at least get one thing. You know what I mean? I tried to get the cheapest thing I could get, but because this no one really knew what this was.
Yeah,
so I didn't pay too much for it. So
that's pretty cool. I gotta check. So this is all on Impetus Records, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
I'm gonna check that label out. And yeah, I just pulled these. I know I just mentioned this, but this is the Johnny Dyani on Steeplechase, and it has Don Cherry on it. So I actually think I'm gonna keep this out. I'm gonna give this a listen.
Yeah, they have that's currently in print too. You can get that.
But this,
that's
is
an
the
excellent one.
Steeplechase. Great cover. I mean,
is that an original? Looks like it.
Yes, this is an original.
Heck yeah.
And then this I got when I went up to Boston. I went to like El Cheapo Records, and this was in like their like high dollar bin. That's not the right way. This wasn't that expensive, but it was one that I pulled out of there. Anglican Cry.
Angolian Cry.
Angolian, thank you. Harry Bennett, John Takai, Johnny Dyani, Billy Hart. And I just remember this sounding like recording. It says digital recording, but it sounds unbelievably good. So early digital sounds fantastic.
That's going for some change now.
Yeah, all the Dyani Steeplechase are somewhat valuable.
That used to be a $50 record. It's creeping up from there now.
Yeah, but since I mean, if they repressing the Witch Doctor's Son, which was expensive, they're probably going to start pressing. There's the John Bonner one he did. That's you can buy that, and there's a few other ones.
Yeah, Witch Doctor's Son was a welcome one. That's super hard to find.
You know, it's funny. Alex at Records Friday said, "Oh, I want that record." And he goes, "I'll let you know." And then I walked in the store and he pulled it out from under the counter and sold it to me for $30.
Oh, hell yeah.
I did have a few records I wanted to get through. This, I feel like this is the last. I'm gonna stop obsessing over Lenny Tristano after this stream. But this is the last title. This is the most difficult of the titles I wanted to get, and I didn't think I'd get a copy just because it's just there are none on Discogs. The last one to sell was $700, but I got this one, and it was listed as VG minus, so it was cheap. And the jacket is jacked up here. Hold on. But given the rarity of it, I don't mind it. It's a 56 session, so it's in mono, but released in 57. This is Ted Brown with Warren Marsh and Art Pepper. And who else is on this? Ben Tucker bass, Jeff Morton drums. But this is kind of the capstone of the early, Lenny Tristano school stuff I wanted. Yeah, if you watch that video, one thing, I really focused on the early stuff. Obviously, like Warren Marsh and Lee Konitz went on to make a lifelong list of records. So I maybe should have been a little bit more explicit about that, but I was just focusing on the early, era. But somebody did recommend a few things in the comments. So anyway, people have been adding to that video. So I hope that it serves as like a good resource for people.
Yeah. The guy Ted Brown, he didn't record that much. I think he had something on as a leader on Crisscross, I think. That really? I think it may be available on vinyl.
Okay, let's see.
I think he played tenor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wow. Okay.
And I think it's.
How'd you find that so fast?
Ben Riley. Hey, we all have our skills. Like Dave, you're able to pull physical media that fast.
Well, because I sit literally everything surrounding me in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
I have a swivel chair.
so yeah, it looks like it is a LP pressing. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'll check this out. Let's see what they're doing on it. Yeah. Hi. Cool. Yeah, he didn't record that much.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. I just felt like there's no like there could be like a discography book for all of these like students or whatever and Lenny, because I never really understood his influence, and I felt like I only really got it once I started actually like putting the puzzle pieces together with his early stuff. And it's a great school of musicians, and it's just so fragmented over the labels and everything that I don't know. It was fun to figure it all out, and I was happy to put something together so people can kind of think of it more as like a cohesive thing, and kind of understand it a little easier.
I thought it was really cool that they paid tribute to Tristano in this new book too. Like, he's definitely considered by those guys to have a major influence.
There's and I when I was talking about the Billy Hart thing, and I mentioned Mark Turner was in the group. Mark Turner, Lee Konitz released an album on Chetsky. It's only on CD. It's called Parallel something. I can't remember the thing. Mark Turner is on there, and they do some Tristano stuff, or they do what is it? 317 East. Yeah, they do a version of that. That's freaking excellent.
Yeah, it's great. And I ended that video talking about the Braxton deep dive or whatever, the recorded efforts, which those are awesome.
I love Braxton doing standards or the jazz standard book. I mean, I have the box set the last box set that he did, it was probably, I don't know how many, 10 CDs or something like that. But you would be shocked at how many recordings that he's done that are just called standards. I have another live box that he did that was from when he recorded in Belgium. It's like 4 CDs. Well, and then it's just amazing.
There's the two he did for Staple Chase, but the story behind
that was the first ones.
Yeah, but the story behind it is that was a session set up for Dexter Gordon, and he canceled. So Anthony Braxton stepped in and recorded both those albums.
Wow.
Yeah, there they are. That was originally supposed to. It was Dexter Gordon.
No shit.
Yeah.
That and at the same time I bought that one, and I bought the solo Braxton on, I think it's on Delmark. Those are the first two Braxtons that I bought.
Yeah.
Mike, I'm kicking myself because of FMU this year. The last booth I looked at the second day had the Braxton box set on Ring, the 3 LP. He wanted $89 for it, and I passed on it. That is impossible to get in the States, and I just should have got it. I just should have got it and sucked up and paid the money.
Yeah, Mike,
that's a regret.
Yes, that's it.
Delmark. This is it. Okay, so this is the solo, and this is like I've looked to buy this a few times because I feel like it's an important landmark.
I picked it up at a sidewalk sale for Audiophile USA for $10.
So an original has what is it? A double LP? It is a double. That's right. Yeah, it's a double.
Go to the bottom and read some reviews. The reviews, the comments people leave.
I've streamed it before, and it is.
It's a heavy listen.
It's a heavy listen. Yeah,
this is up there with the Ben Nordstrom for really early free example.
Without a doubt, one of the high points of avant-garde jazz. This album has few peers. The intellectual and spiritual rigor in each breath uttered by this great artist hits the mind and soul. After issuing Anthony Braxton's 3 compositions of new jazz in '68, Chicago's Delmark Records took an enormous chance by issuing the first lengthy solo saxophone improvisation record. That's right. So this is 2 LPs of just solo alto saxophone. Yeah, which is just cool because alto's the best, like Mike said.
See, Roberto says he's scared of Braxton. Then I would say listen to the Get the Monk album on Soul Note, and anything Anthony Braxton standards is freaking
because Actual or whoever they are has been reissuing all their records. That Braxton record was that his first album on Actual?
Which one?
That record's not a harsh record.
Oh, the one on BYG?
On BYG. Was that his first record?
Which one?
The one on BYG. Yeah.
I don't think it's his first record.
Oh, the with the white cover?
Let me just
Well, it's the only one he did on there, I think.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that.
You can get it. They just reissued it, and they're doing good reissues.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep.
I'll look.
I mean,
that.
I have an OG of it, but that's not heavy. I'll tell you, everyone knows. Jim and I went to see him. He came here playing with those two knucklehead techno guys, and he collapsed on stage, and they just stood over him, did nothing.
Oh my God.
He lived through it though, right?
He got back up, and then 2 days later, he played another show in LA.
Yeah, Alex saw him play at a church.
Yeah, that was the other show.
Yeah, Alex went to that, and he said it was okay.
All right, so here's another like thing of standards. And actually, Roberto, I'll have something for you. This is 7 Standards, 1985, and it's Anthony Braxton. See, Roberto, this is safe. Anthony Braxton, Hank Jones, Rufus Reed, and Victor Lewis.
Yeah.
So no fear.
Yeah, you won't die. You won't die from listening to that.
And Roberto, the next time you come up, here's volume 2, which I have 2 copies. So
those are cheap heat.
I'll give this to you.
Those are cheap heat, though. They're not expensive.
How's Roberto getting records he's getting records tonight? That's what's up.
So if I were to value records by how many times I show them on the stream, this is one I feel like I've probably owned at least 5 times. But like Mike was saying, Roberto, you do not have to be scared of this either. This is Anthony Braxton with Mal Waldron, and then Buell Needlinger, who I know from
play with Taylor.
Cecil
Taylor.
Yeah.
Bill Osborne drums.
Yeah.
So I'm not too familiar with Bill Osborne, but they just do all monk stuff. So Brilliant Corners.
It's a good album. It's an
excellent album. So
you only bleed from your nose, not your ears.
Yeah.
So somebody's asked about the title of the book. It's called Now Jazz Now.
In
the comments. Right there.
Yeah. Just remind me, Roberto, when you're coming up, and remind me to give it to you.
So I do.
You got some more records, Mike? Yeah, I got I only have 5 records here to show.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I'm not sure. I might have already shown this one last time, but I can't one was a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I did get this in the mail. I got it from someone on Instagram. It's the album Natural and Spiritual on the AECO Records label, so Art Ensemble Chicago. This is Brother Malachi Favors Magustus. It's the test pressing of the record with a handmade cover. So it's just a plain label. But yeah, so being a solo record, I mean, I assume he had to have listened to this to approve, and approve it. So that was a really cool find.
That looks like a big find. Is that a
God? It didn't cost nothing. It might have been $30.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, but it's really cool. I found a few test pressings this year, so I'm kind of having fun getting a few of those things. Then I've got just a couple from the Rochester trip. I didn't get many records at all, but because I went for a big one at Bop. But at Record Archive, I did get Last Exit live in Tokyo, The Noise of Trouble. I thought it was a Japanese press, but it turns out to be a U.S. But this
on
is
that
cool.
Enemy. I have that.
Yeah. This is wild. Brotzman's on it, Chirac on guitar. But the thing that's cool is they got Akira Sakata on alto on this and clarinet, and Herbie Hancock's on piano.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm a huge Akira Sakata fan. He gets way out, but like in the best way. And then this one Dom put in my hands, he pulled it out of the New Arrivals, and it was $35. And they had the same exact copy with a cut corner at Bop for $75 or $100. Time for a Change, Monette Sudler Quartet Quintet on Intercity.
I've seen people show that. How is that album?
I really love her playing. There's some vocals too, but yeah, she's just a really great guitarist, man. A lot of there's different percussion happening on this with congas and bongos and things. Yeah, this is excellent. There's another record of hers, I think, with a green cover that I've been looking for years. I just don't ever run into her records. So that was a cool one. Dom found that one, though. And then I did only get one record at Bop. It was hard to do that because I always go in there and get a stack. But he's always got the damn Sun Ra originals in there. He's had them for years in there. They're from his personal collection. And so I always have to debate with myself if I'm going to just get one record today, throw down on that, or get a stack. And he had a lot of his own free jazz records in boxes in there. I mean, I wanted like 20 of those records. There's so many killer free jazz records in there. But I went for one Sun Ra this time just because I had gotten the other volume. It is Stars That Shine Darkly Part 2. And it has the art cover with the labels. So this was a big piece. And Don Cherry's in the group with the orchestra here, which makes it extra special. That didn't happen very often. This is 85 later on, but this is Gilmore, Marshall Allen, Sun Ra, Danny Ray Thompson, the perfect stew, man. This is killer stuff. So I went for that, and he gave me 30. It ended up being, I had a small gift card for Christmas. He marked it down for being on Discogs, and then gave me another chunk off. I ended up getting 35% off what he had on it in the store. So
that's great.
Yeah, and he didn't charge me tax. Like it was, I got it wasn't cheap, but I made it happen this year. And then the last but not least, this came in the mail, and I am now officially on the Jazz Bums gravy train.
All right.
On the back, numbered copy, but instead of a number, there's my name with JB for Jazz Bums.
Hold on with the Jazz Bums gravy train. I'm the connector that got you the record.
I know.
The wax gravy train.
Analog October Records, the Neil Ardley. I think this was originally released in the late mid 70s.
Yeah, 76? but of the two Ardley records that he's done, that's it's jazzy. It's more jazz.
Yeah. I've only listened to one of the discs, so I didn't want to speak about it just yet. But it's different than the Neil Ardley that he put out earlier so far.
That's more like a proggy.
Yes.
Right.
It fusion into jazz, that record. This one is I would call it almost ECM jazzy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I could see that. So Chris is also getting one. His is held up in customs. Well, and I think
I'm gonna put a link in the chat.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, this record, my God. I mean, what a job they did on this. And I love the group. Ian Carr on this, Brian Smith, just to name a couple. It's a big group. So British album. Yeah, this is super deluxe package. Like, I mean, this
oh my God.
Like every extra mile you can go on a record. This is pretty much it.
He's working it. He's working it.
We're going to
man.
We're planning to, hopefully it'll work out. We're planning to have Mark Ward and Danny Kaye on the live stream next week.
Okay.
To discuss it. Mark is actually writing a review of it right now for Tracking Angle, so that should be published by then. So I think they're going to come on. We're gonna do a bigger deep dive into that.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully, I think you can get them from Forced Exposure. You can order directly from Craig. I put the link. Let me see if Forced Exposure still has copies. Hopefully, there'll be another way for people to get the Analog October titles in the States.
Yeah.
That's a premium product. That's for damn sure. What a beautiful cover, too.
In the booklet, everything about it is top notch.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, this, and what was the record What Can Brown put out?
Pepper Pepper Adams quintet on Mode.
It's really cool that we've got some labels.
I agree.
You know, just really stepping up, man. Like,
yeah, it's fantastic. And I feel like the stuff I'm most excited about are like those smaller independent efforts. Like, I mean, we've spoken about them so much on the live stream, but like Sam Records, Analog October Records,
Sam.
Gamut Records. I'm not getting Dylan stuff from Noble Records, but I know that he's putting out some really cool stuff too.
Oh God, yes. The
fraction
he did.
But like those, all of those are just small. Yeah.
Well, they repressed the Fraction record. You can get that now. I think Permanent has it. But go support Craig because he's doing it. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to find something I can get. It's a struggle.
You'll find something. If you keep at it, you'll find something.
Well, my fingers crossed. Kenny G's the word's out to him.
Yeah.
Just do the Clerks, or not Clerks. What's the movie that? Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else.
Well, I tracked down a record I wanted to try, and the label got back to me and said, "We're not doing that right now." And it's a record that's 50 years old. It's not been reissued. So, but I tracked a copy down of it, and the guy's on vacation. Hopefully, I'll have it next week. So
you'll find something. I feel like it's especially early on. It seems like it's relationship building and just making like early connections. And once you get your footing, that you'll be able to build off of it a lot easier.
Yeah. You gotta. I think with Dylan, we're talking to him. Getting told no a lot is going to happen early on.
Oh no, I can tell you already that I've connected with people, and hearing no.
Yeah,
because I'm a nobody. I mean, essentially, I'm a nobody. I'm not a proven person, so I should hear no more
still
than
still worth exploring.
Yeah.
But
because you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. So, all right, I do have some records I do want to show. Some stuff that I'm pretty excited about. It's all the old stuff.
Thanks.
Fine.
So this came in. I found a mono Liberty copy of Jackie McLean New Soil, which I love this cover. So this was one of the later Hackensack recordings, and I think it was recorded in '59, but it was released in '63. So this sat on the shelf for like 3-4 years, and it's Jackie with Donald Byrd, Walter Davis Jr., Paul Chambers, and Pete LaRocca. And the first track is called Hip Strut, and I do feel like it kind of has I don't know, like it does have like a cool strut and feel. So like the strut style is absolutely prevalent here. But I don't know, it's a 59 session. It's still the kind of straight ahead Blue Note sound here, but it's Jackie and he's fantastic, and it's 1403 mono.
That's one I've been looking for a very long time.
I have a Japanese pressing of that. It's good.
I think New Soil was supposed to represent the Englewood Cliffs, a reference to Englewood Cliffs, Rudy moving his studio. But again, this was a 59 session, but released in '63. And correct me if that's wrong. But anyway, it's a nice copy and it's mono, so I thought that was kind of cool. So I paid a little extra for it because of that. And I don't think this is particularly easy to get. Like this hasn't been reissued by Tone Poet or, I mean, I know that there's
no,
reissues.
I don't know why they haven't done it. I've seen an original or that one. It's like a $250 record, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's expensive. So this is an original cover. It looks like, I mean, it doesn't have the Liberty logo or anything, and it is glossy, so it looks to be like an original. And it's got the original, stampers. It's the mono stamp with RBG. So but it is a Liberty pressing. There's no ear in the dead wax.
That's a thing of beauty, though, man. Damn.
It is, and
I love the artwork on that one.
Yeah, it's pretty clean. But yeah, so nice Blue Note, and then one more to show. I went
Roberto,
to
they already announced the 2026 tone boats. It's not. Unless it's one of the, special
Exclusive?
ones.
Yeah.
But I have so much Jackie McLean now. Like, just this Blue Note alone, I got to have at least 6 or 7 of his records. And most of it is the later stuff. And then I do have some of his Prestige. I mean, I have a ton of early
Steeplechase. All the
I've been looking
Steeplechase
into that. He has like a Montreux one that's pretty cool, and they do some Parker tracks on that. And this I got for $50 at Dorough. This is a Liberty stereo of Donald Byrd Catwalk. This is a Liberty jacket, so it's got this. And this has Pepper Adams, Duke Pearson, Layman Jackson, and Philly Joe Jones, and it's good. I mean, it's got a really nice style to it.
What other sessions is Jackson on?
He's on. I think he plays on At the Half Note, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
With Donald Byrd At the Half Note, I think he's on that. But I don't think he's on that much. What's that?
He's not on a lot, right?
I don't think so. No, not too familiar with him. But Duke Pearson on this is nice. I really like Duke Pearson as a sideman on these records. He brings like a maybe like a little bit more of a swing style to it, like an older swing style, but it's like nice and measured. I don't know. I like him as a piano player on these. So
I saw a video of from that record store recently, Mike. They got some serious stuff in the jazz department.
We don't talk about Dorough here. We don't need people going there.
They're not going in the middle of nowhere in Connecticut.
People don't need to go there. You leave Dorough alone.
They got the goods, man. They got me the test pressing. They're the ones I got the test pressing of Braxton.
To be real, like their jazz bins are so fun to flip through.
Yeah, they got a good variety.
They have so much stuff. They have like really good stuff sitting in the bins there.
See, that place is big, unlike Ergot.
Yeah, it's bigger, but it's also in the suburbs.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gross is good. And yeah, if you're equipped with, what things should be valued at and pressing details, like I got that Donald Byrd I got for $50. That's a good price for that.
For Liberty,
there are no copies
these days
of that available right now on Discogs, and like the previous ones that have sold are like $90 around that. So $50. I don't know how they got $50 on it. I mean, the jacket actually is a little beat up, so maybe they looked at the jacket and put it as like a G plus or something. So, but I don't know. They also had, I don't even want to tell you what they have because there's things that I'm thinking about.
Watch out, Roberto's ready to go up, man.
Go. No, everybody should go. It's a nice shop. And the staff there is cool. They're a great shop. If you can get up there and you're a jazz collector, you might
catch COVID if you go there. Don't go.
You'll find some good stuff there. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it because it is it's where I like to go.
What's the train number to get up there?
They were infested by rats. Don't go there.
Don't do it, Roberto.
Hey, can I play Mike, Jazz Bob Mike right now?
Sure. One last thing about Dorough, another reason why I like it is they pretty much leave you alone. You could dig in their bins, you could pull out your phone and sample stuff, and nobody bothers you. Like you can really just spend a few hours there and just like dig through everything, which is what I like to do, and feel good about what you're getting.
Oh, Pepe's. I know.
I would go Sally's.
Oh.
So there's a few records I didn't show, but I found I had a score and a half. But first, Mike, this is the one record you should try and get with Don Cherry.
Cool. Okay, thank you.
I actually, if you want it, I saw a copy if it's still there.
Sure.
That's pretty affordable. But these have gone up in price. These. All right, here's a record. This is a Mike, Jazz Bomb Mike record.
Okay.
OG mono.
Okay.
Wow.
You know it right away when it has the red printing on the back.
Yeah, that's what you want to see.
I picked this up for $50.
Damn.
And the condition
really
is
nice.
what? Nice.
It plays with very slight, tiny noise in the background.
Okay.
I mean, looking at it, There's surface marks, but it's great. I mean,
it's a cool
kick ass. Yeah.
Rich played that at his thing in New York. Was that your copy he played, Mike?
Yeah, it was. So you could hear how noisy my copy was.
He played it with his thing.
He's going to Austin in the spring.
He did a Rich Capeless Deep Groove Mono did a talk at the Hot Club of New York, which you could actually see on YouTube. And he asked me to bring my copy because he wanted to show a Roy Dunan mono pressing. So we listened to that there.
So I become very friendly with a lot of the good record stores in LA, and the two brothers who run Atomic. One goes to Japan like 4 times a year because his wife's Japanese and probably will eventually move there. And he brings back a bunch of records. I'm trying to find the one record that I really wanted, but he brought back a bunch of Japanese pressings, so I picked this one up.
Okay.
And it's Barry Harris, Bob Crenshaw, and Clifford Jarvis.
Okay.
And he's playing that's what's funny. He's playing Byrd stuff. Like, you think the album's dedicated to Byrd. It's not all Byrd stuff, but
that's a Japanese press.
Yeah. And cool. He brings back a bunch. The one record I want to find is Bob Dorough, Devil May Care, with the original cover, which is one of the best jazz covers ever, if I can find it. But he does. So Mike, he does Byrd songs, but he does Yardbird Suite with lyrics. So who wrote the lyrics to it? I think he wrote the lyrics.
He may have. It's very possible.
So, and Bob Dorough was an excellent piano player.
Yeah.
But if you like me, grew up watching Schoolhouse Rock, he wrote pretty much all those songs and sang what Jack Shelton didn't sing.
I want to know what the lyrics are for that. That'd be.
So what I do have a cheap heat.
The
original Devil May Care is a lot of money, but they re-released it in the 70s with a horrible green cover with him sitting in a garden. That's the $5 record. It's the same record. So I'll send you a copy of it. But yeah, he writes, he goes, Charles Parker Band.
This? Yeah, I've seen this before. Okay.
That's one of the best jazz covers ever.
That's cool.
It is a cool cover. I will give it that.
Yeah, so he brought back a Japanese copy, good price, but the original of that, it's a Bethlehem record.
Oh, yeah,
that's such a good record.
I'll check it out. Cool. Thanks. I'm curious what the lyrics are.
Charles Bourbon. He also there's a song Baltimore Oriole. He does good.
So I'm trying to shift my behavior from seeking out old jazz records, which is something I love to do. And when I have that energy, to focus on streaming new artists. So I feel like I need to start shifting my interest. Not that I need to, I feel like I want to start shifting my interest to that. So I've been listening to a lot of VJ Iyer. I've been listening to Mary Halverson, some of her early stuff. And just kind of going through, basically, Mike, seriously, like your Instagram post was a good inspiration to throw a few albums, like the that Linda May On, I'm messing her last. That is such a good record. It's like it's just I feel like for me it's just above like everything. Like that is such a killer record.
I mean, it's unique in a number of ways because you don't get. I can't remember the last time I heard a trio with trumpet. First of all, and in the past year or so, I've really gotten into Ambrose also, and his playing on that, it's just so different.
That Owl album on Non-Such, I picked that up. That's really good.
Yeah, it is.
So this is what we're talking about. I'll drop a link to it if anybody wants to check it out if you haven't. But it's making everybody's like best of list, and it's great. But yeah, so I'm trying to shift to listen to more new stuff. I feel like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. But I feel like I've really explored hard bop. I really explored bebop, and now with this cool stuff that I've been getting into, the Ornette stuff I do want to kind of revisit. That kind of early avant-garde from the late 50s and early 60s. That's why that Archie Shepp you sent me, Rob, was such good timing. That was really fun to listen to. But I don't know. I know that there's a huge gap between that and then listening to today's, recorded music. And I'm skipping like generations of jazz there. But I feel like I don't know. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, and I have to compartmentalize as I kind of go through, because when I listen, I can listen to everything, and I do, but like when I kind of do I don't know, that like the engagement with the music, I usually try to build narratives. Like, who are these people? How do they know each other? Why is this important? So that's what I'm trying to look to do. And I feel like the new stuff today, I can do that with.
I can tell you a new album. I've been streaming it, so when I travel, I just load up my phone with everything.
Yeah.
There's a club here in LA called Sam's First, and they have a record label. They put out this new Anthony Wilson record that they recorded there. Yeah, I could have gone while he announced we're recording. Fucking awesome. It's a double album. It is so good.
Is that a guitar?
I mean, I want to go buy it. It's on my list. Yeah, I highly recommend. Someone gave me shit about showing a record that I got for free. And they said, well, what we're supposed to get? And I go, dude, I always say, stream the record first. If you like what I like and I say it's good, don't go by what I say. Go stream it.
And most of the stuff you can stream. Even like when they announce it, that is that's a forthcoming record. You can stream it. You can stream select cuts, and you can make your determination. And a lot of it is also, with me is, a lot of these artists I know, and they've they've built up somewhat, a little level of trust.
Yeah. This is such a good record.
Mary Halverson plays here,
look
Chad
who plays
Taylor
them.
plays there, you know them.
I think the younger, the son, Clayton, he has an open night there that he hosts. Mm-hmm. But look who's playing on this. Go back. It's
where's the lineup?
Oh, it's a double?
Right above.
Here. Okay. So CJ Camieri, trumpet, French horn, Alan Ferber, trombone, Nicole McCabe, alto,
Anna Butters.
Anna Butters,
there she is.
Gerald Clayton, piano.
Love her.
That's cool.
That record, this record is so good. I'm gonna order the vinyl of it because I've been streaming it nonstop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm trying to. But the thing is, I do really love like hunting down vintage jazz records. It's just fun to do. But I feel like I need to just not have that be the focus of all my time when it comes to discovery. Although
you ain't gonna have any time coming up.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
Well, that's the other thing. I honestly have no desire to get the modern LPs. I'm totally content streaming that stuff. Like I don't feel like I have to physically have it to understand it. So I don't know how that's going to translate into whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I've exhausted like what I can't find any new interesting things in the kind of the old genres. So
yeah, but Mike, it's we've only scratched the surface. Mm-hmm. To say that in 5 years we figured it out is not even nearly correct.
Mm-hmm. I know.
So
I'm just trying to right now.
It seems like you're putting weird pressure on yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to figure out where to spend my time.
There's always more.
The great thing about being open to streaming and not being such a snob about analog and all this shit.
Yeah.
Being like, if you're listening with all love, Ken, whatever way you can listen to the music. And I'm not being mazzy. It's not about the music, stupid. Mm-hmm. It's I'm in my car a lot.
It really kind of is.
Yeah. One of the Groove Seeker was talking about the Blake record. I think he was talking about this one. This is the one that was released on as a tone poet.
Okay.
And this is from, what year is this from? 2021. And they put it out as a tone poet this year. And
cool
it's really
artwork.
good.
Yeah.
And he does a really nice version of Joe Jackson Stepping Out. This is really good. I mean, I'm a big Jonathan Blake guy. He's like one of the nicest guys out there, you know. You go to a show, you know, he'll give you a pound, he'll hug you. And he's everywhere. You know, he constantly plays in New York.
What's the one record you should get of his?
This one.
That one.
This one. I'd say this one. Yeah.
Hey, I have 3 more records I didn't show. I picked this up. It came out originally on Bay State in Japan. This is I think it's Timeless picked it up. So it's Benny Golson. Check this lineup out.
Oh shit! Woody Shaw.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So this is good, but I think there's a Timeless version you can get.
Yeah, I was just about there's this copy too. So this is, I guess,
with an uglier cover.
That's the Japanese version of this.
No, it originally came. It seems as though Timeless picked up a bunch of Bay State records. So it originally came out in Japan.
Okay,
and they just picked it up and put it out.
They do Jordu.
Yeah, I recommend that. I mean, it's just all these guys together killing it. I picked this up. I showed it in my other video, but I didn't listen to a lot of the records. And this is insanely good. It's more kind of ambient, it's not free jazzy. It is. They're both playing different instruments here, but they really work well together. It's really good.
Improvising artists.
Yeah, they're improvising all of it, but it's good. It's
I mean, the name of the label.
Yeah, that's Paul Bly's label, right?
Yeah, good stuff.
I picked up finally got a non-warped copy of this. No, I'm joking. But this is the Tone Poet. That's good. Okay, so here's the record I was talking about. Is the best sounding record I've reissued, but it just sounds so good. But Tony Rice, but he plays a couple of jazz songs on here. I think 3. He does My Favorite Things. This is like new jazz. What do they call it? New grass? My Favorite Things on Green Dolphin Street. This is sold out, I think. I don't know if they've repressed them. I highly recommend getting this.
They got a copy at Pop Shop.
If you have a decent setup, it'll make your system sound like you paid $1 million. I mean, I keep saying it because it's true. So there you go.
Yeah, there's certain records that stand out, man. When you put it on,
it's just crazy how good that record sounds. Like you never get it until you get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna do a poll.
Uh-oh.
We're late in the game for a poll, man.
That's all right. Let's see how many votes we can get. For 2026, I'm gonna say focusing on vintage pressings, focusing on reissues, new music, or what's a 4th option? Is there a 4th
can everyone
option?
use all your troll accounts and just answer each one of these?
Thank you. So vintage, reissues of old pressings, obviously, or new music. All right.
That's good enough.
Focusing on. Okay.
I'm
just curious what people are going to be doing for 2026. So
the
poll is open.
There's one thing that I have coming, and Alex showed it on his last video he did. Is that is it Phil Cochran? Is it the African Skies?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that thing is so good. I mean, I streamed it, and it is freaking excellent. I mean, it is.
Well, I'm confused by what kind of style is it?
Sun Ra Orchestra.
See, because it's Sun Ra, but not Sun Ra. You know,
because wasn't that guy more a traditional jazz player? Or am I wrong about that?
I wouldn't say traditional. There's elements of that, and I find elements of tradition in all of these, like the AACM guys. But it's spiritual, but not spiritual jazz. I mean, it is.
They have South African singing, right?
Yeah, I can't wait for that record to arrive. I mean, I streamed it because actually I bought. And speaking of streaming, I bought a new new streaming transport. And I was like, I've been like testing it out, and I streamed that.
What kind did you buy?
I bought it's called the Ever Solo T8. And you have to have you have to have it connected to a DAC. It doesn't have a built-in DAC, but it's
beautiful. Is this it here?
Yeah, cool. And part of the reason I bought it was you can side load Apple Music.
Okay.
Where I can get the lossless playing, where usually I don't have to do AirPlay. So, but because I had a streamer, and I still have it. I have a Blue Sound, and I have a Blue Sounds in my other system anyway. But it's like 5 years old. My Blue Sound node. So I just said, it's time, and I'm loving it so far.
All right.
Yeah, this is it, Mike.
Yeah. I can't.
Dude, yeah, it's beautiful stuff, and some of the instruments, the harp and the bass clarinet, some of those types of things on this.
Yeah. That's the reissue or an OG?
No, this is an OG.
That's like $700, right?
I had to get this from Japan. I got it some years ago, but it wasn't easy to find, and it was not cheap, even back then. It made its rounds early in the VC days. And some people were able to get a hold of it when it, I can't remember what it was originally, $30 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't long. It was 300. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things.
So just a couple quick requests by the viewers. So we have a poll going. We have about 100 people watching. So if you could pull out your phone, check out the poll, and then vote in it. It's not a perfect poll, obviously, but I think you'll get the gist of what we're trying to get to. So go vote in the poll, please. And then when you do that, if you could also give us a thumbs up. We're at 20. Let's try to get that up to 50. That would be cool.
And I think I'm going to get that reissue, Mike.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because it's such a beautiful record. Ordered.
I think it's like the middle of the month it's supposed to ship or something like that.
I'm curious to hear if there's a difference.
Yeah, Mark Laxman said it sounds great on the vinyl, and Alex has it. Yeah, I believe, unless Alex has an original, I'm not sure.
I think Alex has both. I'm not 100% on that, but I know I know he picked it up.
Yeah, because I saw it in his video. That's when I was like, okay.
Yeah, I've been looking for some of his originals. I feel stupid because 5-6 years ago you could get some of the some of those for a few $100s, and I'm like, well, I'm not paying a couple $100s for one of these. And now it's like, oh, it's 700 beat to shit. Do you know what I mean, for one of his records? And I'm like, oh God, one of the early ones, So I missed the boat a little bit on his stuff.
Come on, Dave.
Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
It's my focus this coming year is I kind of stole Dom's idea.
Okay.
And it happened. It's kind of by happenstance. I haven't looked at my Discogs much at all. I didn't buy hardly shit on Discogs and eBay last year. For me, it wasn't a whole lot. And so my Discogs want list is like ballooned. There's like 1,500 records on it, and I keep trying to shave some off. But I finally was like, okay, well, I at least need to look and see if there's some deals. Like some European stuff sitting in the US cheap or relatively cheap. So I went through, I was like, okay, let me just go through to see if there's anything I can find to put in the cart. And I'd never used the cart. So I was like, all right. So I did that the other night. I got through all 1,500 records, and I ended up with, oddly enough, 26 in the cart. So 26 for 2026.
Can you show us your cart like Mike
Hell
does
no,
from
I
time
ain't showing
to
my cart.
time?
I'm not showing my cart. So
I'd be more
because
inclined to
it
show
takes
my cart.
work. It takes work to find the deals in the fucking Discogs. So I they're in my cart. I've ordered one so far, so I'm down to 25, and that's my goal for the year is to get these 26 records. Some of them are 20 some bucks, some of them are $500. So it really depends on what I'm going to get when I can get it. But that's the goal, is to get the ones that are in my cart.
Yeah.
That's my goal for the year. And if I just got those 26 records, I'd be good. And then
You know
whatever
what
else I find out.
you know what you just did, Dave?
Yeah,
By saying that out loud, you'll wake up tomorrow morning saying
10
something has
gone.
left your cart.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, a double, since you don't put records in your cart too often, I'll leave them in my cart, and sometimes it'll say that like this record's gone now.
Yeah,
But then I'll
actually,
reappear.
It actually just gets relisted by the same seller for whatever reason. I don't know why they do it, just to have it rank higher in new listings, but it actually didn't sell. But so you have to kind of go back and find it, and that
I've
often
seen that
happens.
Yeah.
So just in case.
But that's what I did. We're gonna give it a whirl. If it gets annoying after so long, I'll delete it all, because I've done that too.
You'll be fine.
If the cart, if I start seeing whatever, like the price do things, I just like whatever.
Well, that's another thing. If you leave it in your cart and the price gets adjusted, you can see the adjustment. It highlights it
and
tells you, like,
sometimes it ain't getting adjusted lower. Sometimes they get adjusted
sometimes
higher.
it gets that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Roberto, Alex is famous for one of his live streams. He'll yell at you
Yeah,
for making stupid comments.
I can pull up Diamond Marimba. My cart. So right now, the thing that I need the sample first, but I'm thinking about getting Don Cherry Moo, first part on.
Well, okay. Again, let me help you with this, Mike.
Okay. All right.
And I'll say this again to you and hope it seeps into your ear.
Oh God. What?
No, Charlie, which owns BYG, has reissued like at least 30 of their records right now. I have both the first part and the second part. They're trying to do Tone Poet style, although the jackets aren't stout and they're really nice. But they're high quality remasterings, excellent pressings. They sound beautiful.
Yeah.
And you can get them affordably. They have, so far they've done hard to find ones. They have the Braxton. They have, I think, all three art ensemble records.
Like
they have the two. They have the two Sun Ra's. They have the Archie Shepps. They have that Charles Thornton one.
Oh yeah.
They have all of them. I highly recommend checking out the Charlie BYG reissues.
Yeah, even the weird ones. Even the weird ones like the Terry Riley and the Gong.
Yeah, they have all of them, and they're real. They're as good as Tone Poets, I think.
Well, I might be getting that Don Cherry one. I have a Gretchen Moncur, and then I also have the tenor player that played with Cecil.
They're two Gretchen Moncurs. There's New Africa. I have OGs of New Africa and the other one. I think they've done New Africa already.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I do want to just do a quick, because somebody mentioned that Diamond Marimba has a YouTube channel. So Diamond Marimba does have a YouTube channel. So this is the homepage on his videos. You can see he does a bunch of features, but he also does like needle drops of pretty rare albums. So you can do lots of music discovery on Alex's channel. It's pretty much essential business here. So I dropped a link to it. If you don't subscribe, go check it out. And it's always fun to see when he drops a new video. So yeah, this was his latest one here.
Used to be Motoric 247.
So yeah. So there, you were just showing this one.
He changed it because he's getting shit from Motoric 246.
This is the only way we can get Alex on the channel right here. But yeah, anyway, it's Alex has great music curation chops, so it's great to see what he's listening to.
And he also sells records. He sells records.
Yeah, but
on Instagram.
He's a very generous person and a great guy.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's cool. All right, we do have the poll. Oh, before that, I did want to show a record. I don't think I've shown this, but let me know if I have. This I absolutely love. This is like top stuff for me. This is Dodo Marmoroso. Dodo's back on Argo. So he's playing, I guess this is from, does it say the year? 61. So Dodo's an old bebopper, and he played a bunch.
Is that good? Because I saw it at Safari.
It's good, and it's expensive. This is not a cheap record.
So I saw a Dodo record. I don't know if that was an OG of that.
It's a piano trio, and I was reading the reviews. I think the reviews are wrong. I love this. I think he kills on this, and he like flows in and out of just like, it like starts with like a little bit of like a lush kind of feel, and then he starts soloing, and his own kind of like bebop voice comes out, and it's like edgy modern style, and it's piano trio with, who's on this with him? So it's Richard Evans bass and Marshall Thompson drums. And
what year is that?
It's they recorded it in 61 in Chicago, because it is Argo, and they do mostly standards, I think.
Argo was a division of
I can
chess,
listen
right?
to this all day. This is great. I mean, this is great trio music, and he does not have that many records, so that's why I think this one. I think the mono pressing is like $60, and the stereo, if you can find a copy, can be more expensive than that, but it's fantastic. So, and I think there's Japanese pressings of this, so there are ways to get it if you want it.
I think that's what I saw, probably a Japanese pressing.
I was actually holding out for the stereo copy, but this came up on Discog on eBay. I can't remember, but it was cheap, so I just grabbed it. But yeah, clean Argo copy. But it's great. And, Argo also put out Red Rodney. There's Red Rodney Returns with Billy Root. And it's like, there's like this weird set of like old beboppers that put out music on Argo, which is kind of different, because Argo I always associate with like more of like a funkier style when it came to jazz. I don't know. That's not the right word. Not funky, but like there's like
it was probably more mainstreamy stuff.
Ramsey Lewis. I mean, obviously Ahmed Jamal, but I don't consider him like that. But I'm trying to think who recorded a lot for them. I feel like it's a lot of like the swing tenor players would record.
I mean, later on when they were cadet, they had more kind of, because Ahmad
Jamal was on both Argo.
Yeah,
and
but
cadet.
they changed their name, but they.
Yeah. Mike, are you fading?
I'm fading.
Burping. That's
well. Okay, hold on. Let me just look this up real quick. So we're gonna look at Argo real quick. Let's do US LP jazz.
When you say real quick, you mean 3 hours?
We're just gonna scan it. So like, there is this Hank Jones, Kenny Burrell's pretty cool. There's Ramsey Lewis.
Art Farmer.
Yeah, this Art Farmer Perception Quartet. Babyface Willett, Mo Rock.
Yeah.
Ramsey Lewis, Sonny Stitt, Benny Green, Bud Johnson. Who else?
James Moody. Moody did it.
James Moody recorded a lot.
There's Lou Donaldson did a lot.
Lou Donaldson recorded a lot for them. James Moody again. Anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff on it. A lot of Benny Golson, like Lou Donaldson Coleslaw.
Isn't there? I was gonna say there's a jazz tet there.
Yeah, jazz tet.
Yeah, the jazz tet. This Gene Shaw quintet. So it's definitely more varied than how I was framing it, obviously. Oh, this is a great record. This Al Grey Night Song with Billy Mitchell. It's just a good record. I was streaming it the other day because I was considering buying a copy. It's very good. The John Young trio stuff I think is pretty good too.
There's that one Billy Mitchell record that people get. Is that on Argo?
I think
that's on. Is it on Smash or what?
Yeah, I think it's on Smash.
Okay.
This is an expensive one. This Debut in Blues. I actually am not that big of a fan of this, so I don't know.
Is Argo part of chess?
Yes.
Yeah, here's a chess one that I have. This is interesting. I like.
Oh yeah,
this.
I know that one.
Oh yeah, that one you can find. I had it once. I didn't care for it that much. Yeah.
I dig. This is great. I like it.
But I do. There's like I kind of associate Argo with like these Lou Donaldson records, and I guess it's just because those are the ones I see the most. But they definitely have more diversity than that in their catalog. But I do feel like it's kind of like I don't know what type of style that is, like soul, maybe soul jazz.
When you showed that Al Gray, I knew I had one, but it's one, and it's featuring
which one?
Billy Mitchell. It's called "Snap Your Fingers." That was on Argo.
Okay, I think this one's actually really expensive. So this is Norman Simmons Trio. If we go to, let's see what an original goes for. Original mono, 56. Oh no, it seems somewhat affordable. Well, these are not great copies. Anyway, this one is actually on my want list, I think. Or if it isn't, I'm going to add it.
All right. Do your job, chat. Go buy up the copies.
Okay, we need to check in with our poll. So get your final votes in. We're going to be wrapping this up. So the poll is brought to you by, hold on, let me do the stupid thing. Jazzbombs polling. Jazzbombs polling is for entertainment only. All right. So for the poll is for 2026. I am focusing on vintage pressings, reissues, or new music. Obviously, you could focus on all three of these or two of these, but we just wanted to get a sense of the direction people are going to kind of lead their efforts for this year. And it's actually pretty split. So the winning right now, we have 36 votes, is focusing on vintage pressings. That's about 40%, 39%. So they're focusing on vintage pressings. Then 32% are focusing on reissues. So reissues of older records. So right off the bat, we have over 70% that are focusing on old. They're going to be focusing on vintage or reissues of vintage stuff. So like in terms of just like what people's focus is on for jazz that are watching, that voted. And then focusing on new music, we have 29%. So 20, which is a good chunk as well. I think I'm really going to be trying to put myself in that camp for this year, focusing on new music. That's going to be, I think, what I'm going to try to spend a good portion of my time on this year. And I think there's enough there to keep my interest.
Hey, Mike, could you bring up that Al Gray Snap Your Fingers? I just wanted you to check out the lineup. It's a live recording.
Am I spelling Bray wrong? Is it with an E? Here it is.
Hey, Mike, for me, if I look at that cart of mine, I think oddly, a lot of it's the French stuff for me. The older French avant free music that's kind of snuck into there. But it's not the stuff that I've been seeing people showing. I don't know how I got to some of these records, but that's, when they come in, what I'll do is I'll say, hey, this is one from the list, I guess. But we'll see how, like I said, we'll see how it goes.
As long as you copyright that phrase.
Oh, well, I'm trying to find this stuff in the States. I hate ordering from overseas right now.
Yeah. So. All right, Mike, this is that Al Gray Snap Your Fingers featuring Billy Mitchell.
And I gotta check this out. Look at the lineup.
Okay, let's see. So let's just go to the stereo. Oh, not available. Okay, so you have Herman Wright bass, Eddie Williams drums, piano is Floyd Morris or Herbie Hancock. Okay, so early Herbie Hancock. What year is this?
And Bobby Hutcherson.
Where's Bobby Hutcherson vibes?
Yeah.
Damn. Trumpet Dave Burns or Donald Byrd.
Donald Byrd.
And then Billy Mitchell and then Al Gray. This looks fantastic, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And it's recorded 62 in Chicago, and then also recorded 62 Birdland, New York. Mm-hmm. So this is the old Birdland, right? 62 is still old Birdland.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, my dog is freaking out. Can you hear that? Yeah, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go outside.
Yeah, I do need to.
Time to buy a shock collar.
I do need to run. Does anybody else have any thoughts? Any last thoughts on 2025?
It sucked.
Great year. I didn't buy a whole lot of new jazz, but the Yaz Ahmed stuck out for me. That was an incredible LP. So that was my best for the year. The reissues, that African Sky, somebody asked in the comment, what's the consensus of the must buy? The one Mike was talking about, Notes and Tones. That's got to be the reissue to get. But yeah, I don't know. The Mary Halverson seemed to be the one I've seen the most around as far as one of the best of the year.
Yeah.
Fluffy, I'm thinking about putting a shock collar on you.
And then
all right. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for joining. If you're watching this later, drop a comment in the comment section on anything we discussed. Let us know what you're focusing on for 2026. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
All right.
Have
see
a
ya.
good evening.